Hello. Welcome.
Hi, everyone. I gotta open this on YouTube too, so
Nope,
I can
that's not
see
what
the
I wanted to
YouTube
open.
peeps.
I am going to have to consume, not consume tea. I mean, yes, consume tea is the end
Well,
goal,
consume
but
tea, but first you
finish
have
making
to get
tea.
tea.
Hello, Flair and Canadian
That's-
Lucifer and
that's the whole
Grenade
trick.
and Bass. And yes, it is
Hello.
saying watching the pot boil is certainly apropos.
It's very
my
apropos
ordeal.
indeed.
All right, lovely.
Especially given what Ori's been working on all day.
Yes,
My
make
goodness.
sure that everybody gets their dailies. Get your Paper Demon
Yes.
daily.
Head over to Paper
Post
Demon,
your
get
daily
those dailies.
art.
Hello, Allie.
Hello,
Glad you
Allie,
could
in the
make
March
it.
Hotel. I'm also happy to answer any
Yes.
questions about the March Hotel because I have been there for a few days now and I'm pretty sure I understand it. And holy lord,
Ooh, it's a
I
Paper Demon horn today.
can't
Cute.
get over the amount of effort that has been put in
It
to this
sounds like
thing.
they really went in depth
Oh
with
my
it. Like,
God.
I'm really impressed.
It's insane. Like the art direction, just the sheer amount of art made for it is kind of nuts. Like they have a bunch of people on it and they're all like in a thing. I mean, you haven't really missed anything, Bass. We just started. And I need to finish making tea in about a minute. So we're not doing much yet. We're looking at all my art. I've made a lot of art this week. See, this is March Hotel stuff. Ooh, look at Sinet.
It's so cute.
in a-
I love the little logo.
Well,
That's
that's for the
adorable.
guild that I'm a part of. I joined a guild. And so now after joining
Yeah,
the
so
guild, I can put...
How do the guilds work? How do you become a part of
So
one?
literally the marketplace is just a... Do whatever you want. You can open a stall
Base.
in the marketplace.
Love
So it's
that.
more like a fair, right? So it's more like a state fair. So you could have all this like
See, I was
whatever.
thinking along the lines of farmer's market. Hello, Grenade. I don't think I
Yeah,
said hello to you yet.
I would say, like, it's more like a state fair where you might have those stalls that are just like, here's this conservationist thing, you know, like donate to the conservation
and
team
it's
or
cool,
whatever.
and you should check
Yeah.
it out.
And so one of them is a guild, but I shall be right back. Mars, entertain the masses for a few minutes.
I shall. Ooh, I'll promote one of my things. Guys, my next chapter for Gachi Akuta fic is up and available. So you could probably enjoy it without reading or watching the manga or anime. You could probably just get right into it if you like angst, if you like overcoming grief and dealing with grief and found family. This has a lot of it. plug. Oh, I shall. Now, it's actually been really fun to write. I'm having an absolute blast. The most annoying thing that happened today, though, was I was driving to one of my sessions, and boy, do I have stories about today. Today was a trip, but I'm driving to one of my sessions, and I'm just vibing in the car. I usually have music playing, and a really good song for the kind of scene I was writing popped on. And suddenly I'm like, oh, so this is how the dialogue will sound during this scene. And this is how I want to describe the scene. Oh crap, I can't write any of this down. I'm in the middle of driving. So luckily I got stuck in traffic. Luckily in this case, I was able to go to my voice memos, hit record, and just speak the idea. I was like, good. Now I have that and won't forget what I want to write for later in the evening. Because that is always the fear. That's always the fear of, damn it, I came up with something good hours ago. Now that it's actually time to sit down and write, I got nothing. So that seemed to avoid it. You watched up to episode 8? Ah! Allie! Okay, so you saw the Rudo Regto moment I was talking about. Yes, they are freaks. They are all freaks. They're all goobers. I adore them all, each and every one of them. Dang, you got pretty far. Not bad. I'm curious, do you have a favorite character yet? It's very hard for me to pick. I'll be honest. I love all of Team Akuta so much. They're so good. Their dynamics are great. Ooh, what kind of stuff do I listen to? It's hard to pick a genre. I hate saying that it's any music I like, but that really is the way to describe my music taste. I guess alternative is probably the most accurate. I do listen to a lot of Set It Off. Um, I've also been listening to Thousand Foot Crutch again. That was a favorite back in high school. And okay, you guys need to try this. You probably already do. I specifically went back to a playlist I made in like middle school, high school, and I've been listening to that all week. And oh, the nostalgia. It's reminding me of simpler times. It's also kind of a time capsule of like what my music taste was like back then. Highly recommend. It was a good time. I've just been vibing all week. But yeah, Thousand Foot Crutch, Set It Off, any anime opening, ending, OST that I like, and musicals. One of the songs I was listening today, that was actually really fitting for Gachi Akuta, surprisingly, came from the Beetlejuice musical. I'm trying to remember the name of the song. Why am I blanking so horribly? It's the song that Lydia sings.
Dead Mom?
When she's searching for her mom. No, the other mom-based one. Hang on. I know what it is.
Save
Home.
My Name?
It's Home.
Oh.
Yeah,
a later one.
The one where
That's
she's searching for her mom, and then she talks about like going back to Adam and Barbara. I'm just like, Rudo searching for Recto, and then coming to terms with going back to Engine, Zonka, and Rio. My heart isn't in pieces at all.
Alrighty, let's get into this. We're locking in today, so Mars will have a lot more time to talk as well. But I will.
You guys will get story time later, because oh boy. Today was rough.
Let's get on with the words of the day.
Yes.
First word of the day. Yesterday's word of the day.
I know this one, but the definition is hard. Like, I don't know how to describe it.
Ad
it
hoc.
Me. Very true.
Ad hoc describes something that is formed or used for a special purpose, or that is made or done without planning because of an immediate need. In Latin, ad hoc literally means for this. And in English, the term describes anything that can be thought of as existing for this purpose only. For example, an ad hoc committee is generally authorized to look into a single matter of limited scope, not to broadly pursue any issue of interest. Ad hoc can also be used as an adverb, meaning for the particular end or case at hand without consideration of wider application, as in decisions were made ad hoc. So slapdash, like, that's the kind of vibe you could do.
Ah, okay.
So it's something that is explicitly used for a very specific small scope purpose, whether spur of the moment or not.
I see.
And today's word of the day is deem.
Deem.
Deem is a somewhat formal word used when someone comes to think something or to have something as an opinion after some consideration. Like they deemed it something. If you feel a sense of
deeming
doom
it worthy
when asked to define deem, we're here with some details for your dome. While today, deem is used generally as a synonym of consider, as in a movie deemed appropriate for all ages, its origins are more formal, coming specifically from the realm of law. The oldest meaning of deem, which comes from the Old English verb deman, a relative of dom, meaning doom, is to sit in judgment upon, as employed by Edmund Spenser in The Fairy Queen. At the one-sided side 6 judges were disposed, to view and deem the deeds of arms that day. This sense was obsolete by the early 17th century, and other senses, including to expect or hope, have come and gone, but deem's use overall has never dimmed. In fact, today's most common meaning of to come to think or judge something, to consider, has also been in use since Old English and is still deemed quite common. You deem tally marks gay? No, Allie!
I know!
No!
We can't win.
They'll never get a smooch. It'll never happen. Not even in
We will never
canon.
see Gar 1
Not
again.
anything that I make. Yeah, we will never see
He's
Gar 1
going
again.
poof.
He's going away.
He will poof out of existence.
Now that we have a little bit of people have come in, everybody's kind of settled in.
Yes.
Before we get into the animaticing, which I actually should fix Mars's deal for. Hold on a second.
I have a deal that needs to be fixed.
It's solely an audio thing. So it is fixed. It's literally so that when I scrub back and forth, you guys aren't all hearing as I fucking flip back and forth. Yes, hot pot, hot pot. So
Fun
I have
times.
amassed enough coins to open a shop. The shop is not open yet in the March Hotel, and the reasoning for that is I'm not done with all the promotional material. I'm working on it. However,
He's got to
the
make
grand
her stall,
opening.
her banners, everything.
The grand opening will be this weekend. And it will be announced in our Discord. But because you lovely people are here today, you can get a little sneak peek of what the hot pot was gonna look like. So we have the lovely cover art of Chef Ori's hot pot, making characters hot or hotter.
I love the apron.
Very happy. Very nice.
I feel like it should say something like
Lovely.
making characters hot since 2015.
The reason is I wanted to make sure it was like, I'm not trying to imply that your characters aren't already hot necessarily. You know, like if you think your character is hot,
okay, that's
I'll
fair,
just
that's fair.
make them hotter. You know what I'm saying, right?
It's gonna be hot plus.
Yeah, exactly. You can shoot me whatever, and I will make it hot or even more hot. You know, these are the options.
What would you do with Gojo?
He'd just be in a sexy pose. That's what we do. That's like saying, what do you do with Milano? Milano's a hot man. I just make him doing hot things.
How do you make him hotter?
I just make him doing hot things. I unwrap them like a present. We've talked about this. Yeah, there you go. Unwrap Gojo like a present. He's rarely unwrapped. He's fairly wrapped up. I literally can't
argue
think
with
of a
that logic.
canon unwrapped Gojo. I
No,
literally
I can't think
of
of
one.
Turn off the AC?
Yeah, that's how we make them hotter.
Oh.
Set them
I'm
aflame.
sitting here like,
exactly.
wait, is my mic picking up my computer fan again?
No. And then,
Yeah, me
so
working
this
there,
is not,
Grenade.
this is not the only promotional material, because I was looking at some other of the marketplaces that I really loved the aesthetic of. And a bunch of them that I really liked that felt organized were ones that had a market stall, but then they had a separate thread that was explicitly for chatter instead of actually being in the market stall forum, which I
So a
preferred.
place to put all the discussion.
And so,
That's
yeah,
nice.
and people had like their little posts had little like banner headers, quote unquote, with the art, you know, with little art stuff. And so I have there's going to be 2 banners. Besides, there will be a menu, which doesn't really look very aesthetic at all yet. So you're not getting a menu sneak peek because it's not going to be that much compared to these 2 other things. But there's 2 headers because there will be the dining room, which is where all the chatter will happen. That's the talking thread. And then there's also just a
Gotta
header
have it.
for the reservations, which will be the people that have ordered and have their they are being fulfilled right in the thing. And so this we have, I believe the first one I'm showing is reservations. Yes. So they're all going to be half. Even though the next one is not currently half, I will resize it to be half. But so this is Ferrix doing
Hey,
reservations.
he's helping out.
I was going to do Milano and then I went, but he can't write. So
Yeah, he canonically cannot
wouldn't
write.
make sense.
The only other thing
For
I can
now,
think
Allie,
is
for
if Aster... No, Aster wouldn't take the
I
orders.
felt
Aster
that-
would be cooking.
I felt that Ferrix was a good also poster boy just to sort of have a slight different look than the other poster boy, which I will think everyone will have a funny time with, as the dining room is Dylan.
Let's see the dining room.
It's Dylan.
I didn't know we were getting NSFW Dylan tonight.
Wow, he's just shirtless.
Does Dylan
exactly.
know?
Yes. Okay, I have to tell you this. So,
because what the hell was his reaction to this?
No. So I was very certain. So I did this whole sketch before I asked because I was very certain that he would be down. I did message. I said, "May I use your Sona in my hot pot store branding?" I had talked to him about it, and he goes, "Of course, not even a question. I want to be associated with that."
Amazing.
So no, he's down. He's down.
Down bad.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
You're being cooked Dungeon Meshi style.
Oh, he's seen
You're in a
it.
stew.
He's seen it. He's down. He loves hot pot, especially the spicy broth. He was gonna say, "Where's Dylan?" There's Dylan.
There he
Dylan.
is. We summoned him early too.
Yes, we got him. And so these are the things. So this will likely be cropped to be the shorter one. He's too wide. I just wanted to. I did all this on my iPad during work, so that's why they're a little more glooped, I guess, than my normal sketches. But yeah,
I can see why, Bass.
and then it's basically gonna be the orders. I have 3 sections. There's gonna be 3 sections, and I was debating another section, but now I forgot what that would be. But there's 3 sections on the menu. The menu has the broth base.
Allie, you do know
base.
At Work is in Ori's car without spectators
alone
watching her.
in the middle of nowhere while people dig
she's
holes.
not sitting at a desk with others looking over her shoulder.
Yeah, exactly. If someone's
pretty
looking
low
over my
stakes.
shoulder, they're like peering in my car windows, which is a weird thing to do.
Which is a different concern.
Yeah. But yeah, so you're gonna have soup base, which is I think I did original is a bust. Herbal is half body, and then spicy is a full body, and those are gonna be different amounts of coins. And then you have the meat, so it'll be, I think it's chicken is just a sketch, pork is flat colors, lamb is highlights, and beef is shadows to the highest.
Ooh, beef is the good stuff.
And then there's another section which is seafood special, because I really like the fishing mechanic and the art for the fishing is really fun. If you bring me a fish you fished, you have the options of mild or spicy, where I will either draw some, like a food made of that fish, or I will draw the fish hot. Those are the options. And so I'm very excited.
So that's either going to result in sexy mermaids or something
There
very
is
cursed.
solely... Okay, Mars, you have not seen some of the fish in here. It is a wild time.
I have not seen the fish,
March Hotel
no.
very much gives, like, Eldritch Horror Hotel, right? Like, overall.
Oh,
So, like, a
okay.
lot of the stuff is very, like, surreal vibes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if I can find the... Someone had, like, a wiki. Maybe I can find it. In
Dang.
Lake has
Yeah, there's a fish market too, Grenade.
link.
This hotel has it all.
Yeah, so Grenade, well, it is an art-based thing. Here it is. I found the fish wiki. March Hotel Fish Wiki. It's crazy.
I love that the phrase fish wiki exists.
Yeah, let me show off the Fish Wiki. Because, like, I gotta say, I will be giving to their Ko-fi at the end of this because the amount of work that has gone into this is absolutely insane. And the group of people, they definitely seem like art friends, if that makes any sense. So, like, it's definitely, like, a cool thing. But yeah, so this is, like, a bunch of the fish. So this is, like, actually one of the characters. One of them, like, so there are characters which are just the hotel staff, which are, like, everybody's people, and so they, like, show up everywhere, so that's really cool. But yeah, so, like, look at the little sushi guy, but there's, like, a whole wide variety of stuff. Look at all of these. Like, crazy amount of fish. Blacked out bartender. Yep. The kriller. Gummy fish. Yep. Tasty goldfish. So, like, some of them are fish. I like this X-fish. Timmy the way too happy fish bait is a snail with a house. This is Fisherman Willie. This guy. So he drew a bunch of these fish. Not everybody drew, oh, you can see look, they even linked who drew it. Which of the people designed it. This is a fan wiki, by the way. This is not, to my understanding, this is not made by somebody that's part of the hotel staff. This is made by somebody who they are not part of the hotel staff. They fucking have an Okaroon profile image. That's amazing. But yeah, so they have like a who designed the fish. So we don't have these two yet. They apparently know they exist, but they don't have the images yet. Oh shit, the Kriller's victim. Insane. Nessie. Looks like an elephant. I like the seaweed lost pen. Like, this is crazy. Crime scene evidence. All of this stuff. Wild stuff, man. You know? So, and they're, like, literally, they have a new, like the amount of prep that had to have gone into this is insane. Because
just a crazy
they have
level of dedication.
They have a bunch of new quests every day that have fully drawn art as, like, the cover of the quest, right? They have, like, their staff is explicitly, like, they have certain aspects of the hotel that they, like, take care of, and so you see that character, like, pop up around. Like, the general just visual aesthetic is insane. You know, like, so consistent. Like, oh my god.
That's crazy. I'm just impressed.
Wild.
I mean, that's why we fell in love with Paper Demon as well.
Yep.
They really fleshed out their things.
That's insane, though. Yeah,
and
the amount of effort is absolutely... Yeah, it's 1 month. I do hope it comes back. They do seem to still...
For that level of effort just for a month. Kudos.
Well, I mean, having, like, 8 different quests every day is a lot of work. But this is, like, they made their whole new, like,
Well, this was hella planned out.
They made their whole, why can't I think of the word? The whole Discord bot is, like, a custom made by one of the top 2 guys. that's nuts. You know, like, it's really, it is an insane, like, this is something I would love to host, but goddamn, they have a lot of people, you know, like, they have a lot of staff, and it very much is like just wild, just so cool. Just so cool. I'm just shook by the level of, like, lore, I guess, right? Like, it's not just like, fun, you know, kind of vibed hotel. It's like, no. We made, like, a whole
they
universe place.
Leaned into
and we
it.
leaned hard into it, so kudos. You could always, like, kudos was a word grenade. It does not come from AO3.
No.
Saying kudos
is always a word.
They took that word and made it their way to
they
like
made it their
something.
way of liking a story.
Something.
It's
Yeah.
basically the thumbs up on a story.
But like, long before that was just like, hey, kudos, like, nice. That was always a thing you could say.
Kudos to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was using that
you really
long
did,
before
Ellie.
I
You had
discovered
to claw
AO3.
your way in. Yes, go fishing. Guys, I for everybody who's recently joined the Arch Hotel, you can fish in the fountain, but if you get caught fishing in the fountain, there's a chance of you getting caught fishing in the fountain because you're not supposed to fish in the fountain, you get the cheapskate roll. And if you get the cheapskate roll,
what does that do?
you are more likely to get fined for fishing in the fountain. You do get access to certain quests, as there is a cheapskate quest. However, there is also barring you from other quests. Right now, there are two quests.
Snap.
One is a feast, and one is the cheapskates feast. So cheapskates only can participate in the cheapskate feast, but they can't participate in the regular feast. They don't have that, Bass. The only two I'm a little upset that we can't fish in the gutter. It told me there's no water here. I'm like, it's a gutter. There is water here. But, you know.
So what can you do in the gutter?
That's where the bankrupt go to wallow in their bankruptcy.
I see.
Yeah, if you become bankrupt, you can only have access to the gutter. And you can't gain money by doing the art quests. You need somebody to grace you getting out of bankruptcy. And if you give somebody 50 gold to get them out of bankruptcy,
you need a benefactor.
You become a philanthropist, and you get the philanthropist role, which does give you access to certain quests that only philanthropists can do.
Anyone here gonna try to be a philanthropist?
Right now, I need my money for my shop, but I will certainly, if any of y'all end up being bankrupt for some reason, come to Old Ori. I'll help you out.
The Sugar Ori is open.
I'm definitely doing the quests that came out today. Probably not the figure drawing one. Not that intrigued, but maybe I will.
Oh, I saw your painting one. That background looked really good.
Oh, I hated it. I hated every moment of that. I will never do that again.
I know you hate painterly style, but I liked looking at it. If that makes you feel any better.
I'm gonna be a penny pincher. That's okay. Don't know anyone who's bankrupt? Yeah.
Our
you
game
have
is
to
getting
go.
more content than the AAA live service game. Ouch.
You can literally go, and if you scroll down in the who's on, who's active, you can see the people with the, I think it's a purple bankrupt roll. Oh, those are people who evicted. Hold on. Oh, there's nobody bankrupted right now. But you can find. Oh, it's the goblin's drunk right now, so nobody's bankrupted. That's why. But see, look at this fucking lore. Lore's insane. All right. We gotta lock in now.
That's nuts.
Or he's gotta lock in a little bit now. We're just gonna lock in. Let's play the animatic once, I guess, and then we'll lock in. Do I sing
that
along
sounds like
or
a
no?
plan. Give everyone a refresher. It's been a week, hasn't it?
It
That's
has
7
been a
whole
week.
days. Hi, Amazing. Welcome, welcome.
Yay, movie.
Yay, movie. My card only lasted a fortnight.
That's a very funny way to say
Ouch.
that.
Nice, Mason.
Allie,
Movie nights
Allie,
are
it's
the
really
best.
easy to not get bankrupted, and that's literally like you do a 10-minute doodle every day. Like anything you draw that day, as long as it took 10 minutes or more, you can put in the daily thing, you know? And that's it.
Yeah. So if it happens to be Kai, you could put him in there. If it
Yeah.
happens to be Scarlet, you could put her in there.
Great. Sing? All right. Let me pause the music then.
You got the lyrics ready?
I do have the lyrics ready. I need to make sure everything's good. Everything looks good. All right.
Ooh.
I'ma bleed you out like a sickness. You're the poison I need out of my veins. No judge, no jury, no witness. Another dose of pain. You tried to bury me 6 feet, but I still bleed. No guts, no glory, no limits to how you play this game. You won't be the death of me. You took my memories. Turn them to enemies, twisted my fantasies and made them a disease. Infect my DNA and watch my heartbeat start to change, but all the misery won't be the death of me. All right. Yeah, well, we're fucking the copyright holders by I'm singing it. They can't get me if I sing it. Because I will never sing it accurately enough for the fucking algorithm shit to get me. Okay. Everything looks good. I hope Mars didn't die.
No, I am here. I'm
Lovely.
just typing.
Peak, thank you. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm very, very happy with it. I'm gonna have to rewatch this section again, and I think I was working on his eyes. Yes, I was working on his face.
Yeah, because last week we had the scarf swish, I remember.
Yes, and then I started working on his face,
Hello,
which I'm
baby.
actually very happy with.
Ooh, yay.
So there we go.
Ah, right there.
Let's see if the art will art for me today or not. That's really the question.
Do you want the timer tonight?
Yes, I should do the timer tonight. Let me just get everything set up. All right. I'll still be talking. I just won't be looking at chat.
Just won't be looking at chat. But if you have any questions, I can relay them to Ori.
Indeed.
Oh, and Allie, you said you answered my question, so I'm gonna have to scroll way back.
My brain died.
Let's see.
Where is the timer? That's the timer.
Favorite character
All right,
is
let's
Little
go.
Trash Baby main character. Yes! I love Rudo. He's great. I love that he's a 15-year-old that acts like a 15-year-old. Great writing. No notes. Have no comments on that. And also just, his character development is so good. He's just so good. You will get more time with the other characters later in the season. Now, who knows? Somebody else could be a new favorite.
There's a lot of
I
characters.
can sit and Addie act their age. Yeah, they act like school kids. He has such a squishy face, Allie. Especially whenever they do a flashback scene. Every time they do a flashback of Rudo on the sphere and Regto's there, I'm just like, okay, now I'm gonna cry. that one scene of Regto trying to find a hobby for Rudo, I was like, why must you hurt me this way? But I also like what remembering that memory did for Rudo in that moment. I'm trying to keep it spoiler friendly. Because I know Mason is planning on reading slash watching, so I don't want to spoil. But, it's so good.
And Flair started Witch Hat!
Federico.
Hello,
Yes!
Federico.
Witch Hat is also a really good one. Yeah, how dare they make me care? How dare they make me feel? I can't say I thought it was a comedy, because the way episode 1 opened... Whew,
no,
company.
no holds fucking barred, but Jesus.
We were sort of kind of having good times. You know,
For
when we
like
met Zonka and we got to HQ.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that was okay. And then it's like, no, we want to make you feel things. So, here's this little backstory moment. It's like, oh, okay. Mason, a lot of the characters in Gachiakuta are skinny. Like,
yes.
Look at the main character. I'm pretty sure malnourished is kind of the point, given the environment the characters are in. The mangaka also just has a very specific way of drawing hips.
Yeah.
That's just part of their style, I think. Season 1 of Infinity Train! That's another good one that got axed way too early. We got robbed of 4 seasons. So mad at that still. I think season 3 was probably my favorite Infinity Train season.
You gotta list the
yours?
characters.
Okay, so the
first one is her and the dog. Yeah.
And the dog.
And then the second one is
One.
Lake.
Second
right?
one is Lake and Jesse.
Oh, that one's
Third
good.
one is
the 2 boys.
Simon and no, that's the 4th one.
Oh.
The 3rd one is Simon and
the girl.
Grace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I actually think I
That
like
drama.
I'm between 2 and 4 then actually.
Oh, interesting.
I really remember liking 2 a lot.
2 was really good.
Yeah.
2 had a really good exploration of identity, like self-identity, I felt.
But I also liked the way they painted like Lake and Jesse's like relationship. I liked that a lot too. Like it felt very organic, you know, it didn't feel like anything was going.
They had a really good dynamic. They didn't force a relationship,
Yeah, exactly.
which was nice. Always appreciated in media.
Definitely gives big ups from me.
Ooh, you're starting season 2 tonight? Nice, Mason. Oh, Bass, I'm sorry about your day.
Aw,
Hopefully
had
we
a
can
bad
make
day.
it a little bit better. Also kind of pissed because that one friend of mine decided they're an absurdist and they're arguing with me about how morality is arbitrary. And I keep trying to explain to them the broader sense of morality we refer to in philosophy, and they don't get it.
To me, at that point, they're just not worth engaging with. Like, I'm gonna be like, there's a level.
That's a tough one.
where it's like, oh, if you're just not gonna like engage, you know, like it's just kind of like there's a point.
I feel like there's moments where you realize like this isn't a battle worth fighting, and it's also one like I'm not going to win, so it's not worth my time. We
mainly Dylan, but like, you know, I interact with this group of people as well, have a friend that he has some, I don't know what the contrarian tendencies in a very...
Is he the one that uses AI?
No. Those are coworkers. I don't think any of the people we knew in high school, at least we're not aware of them using AI. But where do you go here? Just gotta check how this works. Hold on. He'll like not like things explicitly because they're like popular or whatever. Like there's like a really big thing about like Baby Yoda. That it was just like, oh, you just hate Baby Yoda because like a lot of people like Baby Yoda. You know, like it was really like one of those. And so there's like literally like now it's just like, all right, we don't engage. Cool. You don't like Baby Yoda. You know, there you go. Done. You know, we're not gonna convince you otherwise, so why bother? Why interact with that? You know, you don't have to cut them off or anything, but there is like a
no, but
yeah, but I'm not gonna.
You know, there's certain topics,
triggers, or it's just like, okay, we've hit the point where like
it's
you're
like,
unfun
I
to
know this is going to result in not
now.
Fun times, so I just won't talk about that one.
Exactly.
Like I had a friend like that back in high school, undergrad, where she got a little bit high and mighty. We were both into watching cartoons, you know, we were into Gravity Falls and things like that, Adventure Time. And around college age, she suddenly decided, oh, that's baby stuff. And she would tell me every time we hung out, like, oh, I'm watching stuff on Netflix now. I'm watching live action shows for adults. I'm like, good for you. That's great.
Yep. You like it? Can you say anything besides that?
What are you watching? I tell her, it's like, oh, you're still watching that? I'm like, yes, I enjoy it. I don't have to justify this.
Yep. The answer is yeah.
Yeah.
Done.
I was like, that's why I get annoyed with that argument. Like, disliking popular things or just disliking something because
being
it's,
contrarian,
childish. It's like, why? You know, when you find joy in the world, when someone finds joy, let people have it. You know, you don't gotta trounce all over it.
Yeah.
Like, trust me, there are some ships that don't float my boat, but if it works for other people and it's not harming anybody, go off. If it brings you joy, have at it.
Yep.
At Allie, that is a huge mood, pivoting back to Gachiakuta, Ori, because Allie said she was only going to watch episode 5 and 6 yesterday, but then a part happened and couldn't stop watching till 12. The way I started watching Gachiakuta, Ori and I had just come back from the convention we went to last year. And they were having a dumpster dive event at the convention where they just had 5 dumpsters filled with like, it was clean trash, but it looked like trash from the show, and people could dive into it to get like figures and prizes and things like that. It was honestly really cool. Honestly, if I had gotten into the fandom earlier, I probably would have done it.
Mm-hmm.
But seeing that, I was like, oh, okay, that's that popular one that's out right now. That's the one people are saying, oh, this is the anime of the summer. Maybe I'll check that one out. Like, it was always in the back of my head. One night came around, and I had to do my log notes for work. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I could use some background noise right now. And I'm like, well, I do want to focus on Dr. Stone, because, you know, we're going into the final season, so that's not really a background show anymore. All right, let's try this Gachiakuta thing. Let's see what that's about. I thought it was going to be background noise. Nope, I watched 5 episodes in a single night. And the log notes
had never
did not
been
get
so
done
wrong.
until the next day. Oopsies. Ugh. They had a debate bro arc. I feel like you've mentioned it, Bass.
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
not the specifics, but you definitely mentioned that they like debating.
I definitely could have guessed that, Bess. Like, I really could have been like, yep, pick out of a hat.
Some people just give off the vibe.
They definitely give off the vibe.
Yes, Federico. It is worth it. If you have Volume 1 of Gachiakuta, I do recommend it. I have Volume 1 as well, and from what I could tell, Volume 1 is basically Episode 1. So it might feel like it has a slower start in reading it, but I do think the pacing works. Because by the time you get to volume 2, like, the story gets going. I mean, it gets going by the end of volume 1, given the plot events that happen.
The setup all
Definitely
happens in volume 1.
All the setup is in volume 1. Tons of the setup. A little bit on the exposition side. Thanks for that, Chiwa. But it gets good. The writing gets so good. And you don't have to wait very long for the writing to get good. It is good out the get-go. I just personally think Chia's lines could have been a little less exposition-y with some quick fixes, but you know, they worked with what they had. I respect.
It's always that kind of like, how much are they going to be, you know, I'm trying to think of the, like, true to the source material, right? You know, it's like, how much do you or do you not rewrite with something? Because something like a manga is closer to like a webcomic where it is serialized, right? So a manga comes out with a chapter every, you know, week or so in a magazine usually, right? You know, like that's how a lot of mangas go. And so
Usually
it is
you're waiting around
serialized. And then, you know, when you get a volume, that's like a compilation, you know, after having it being serialized. And so that means that like they are made over the course of a long time. So the artist does improve. You know, the mangaka does improve both their writing and their art skills.
Both the writing and the art.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Just like anything else.
Spoilers of the art for later volumes of Gachi Akuta and just like, so fucking good.
But so the whole point is, then when you get something and now it's going to be an anime, right? But it's been years since that first volume came out. It's like, oh, so do we keep it close to the source material that was explicitly more poorly written than now, just because that's, you know, why can't I think of the word? Like true to the source material. That's not the word I want. There's like a word. Faithful. That's the word that I want. Yeah, faithful to the source material. Or do you, like, yeah, this face is horrific, Phoenix. I don't know how to do this.
Oh, the close-eyed ones is good.
It's okay.
I like that one.
This one's fine.
You look so scared. It's perfect.
I just don't know. I know what happened here. Your eye did some stupid shit. There we go.
But yeah, I am biased. I'm not ashamed in admitting I'm biased, but Federico, definitely read it. Especially if you have volume 1, like, it'll be a fairly quick read. And then you can decide if you want volume 2. Or if you want to jump into the anime, because literally volume 1 is just episode 1. And it kind of follows that pattern from what I've read on the back, because I have all the volumes they've released so far, because I'm nuts. And it looks like they did it the same way throughout. Episode 2 is volume 2. Episode 3 is volume 3. So I'm like, it's interesting how it worked out so one-to-one. That doesn't always happen.
No, I would say that rarely happens. I would say that rarely happens.
They got really lucky pacing-wise. Now, I do know there was one anime original moment, and that's the scene where Job the painter comes in and just starts randomly doodling on the walls of Cleaner HQ. That was added.
Interesting.
To have that moment, which I'm very curious about, to see when I do get around to reading the manga, if that was either replaced with something or if it was...
I'm assuming it's just there to set up the character instead of...
Well, it makes what happens to him later on more impactful, I think.
Exactly. And that's what I think.
You got to know him this time around.
He actually is there instead of being this kind of esoteric other thing. And then it's like, oh, you know, who was that?
So, Baz, I definitely have read graphic novels. The most recent one I read was It's Lonely at the Center of the Earth. That was an interesting one. That one had been on my read list for a while. And what was the other one I read? The Banned Book Club. That was the other one I read last year. That one was pretty good. High recommendation on that one. Yeah, sometimes Rudo is drawn very derpy with his eyes. But
Yeah.
it feels intentional. It doesn't feel like a mistake. I think someone I saw on Instagram said it best. This mangaka is not afraid to draw her characters ugly.
Oh,
and I
of course.
appreciate that. Ooh, question for Ori. Have you ever tried the Looney Tunes drawing technique in where they used a mirror as a reference to draw facial expressions?
Not explicitly, but I have taken pictures of myself many a times in order to draw various things. The other thing is, of course, making the faces while you do it, just to be able to like feel it, how it feels on your face is helpful. But I have never explicitly used a mirror. If I'm being honest, it's just a lot of effort. I don't have a hand mirror.
Oh, Scott Pilgrim's the classic one. Why isn't it called the Person Booker Prize? Can I blame the patriarchy for that one? Since it's called the Man Booker Prize?
Does that feel
I just want to
weird?
make sure I'm not missing any questions or anything else. Grenade, you said no scans. What were you referring to with that? Oh, and then there was a whole thing here that I missed. I'm so sorry.
That's why you have.
About arguing, there is a quirk in the French language that you find insanely cocky. Basically, we have a word made solely for when you say something, someone contradicts you, and you want to reaffirm that you are right and that their correction is wrong. Peak French performance. Wait, what's the word? You gotta share it, Grenade. I need to know what this word is. This sounds glorious.
You had no mouth, and that's why you were weird.
Poor Phoenix. How's he supposed to shout objection now? God. It's a variation of we. Ooh, okay. You have me even more curious now.
Okay, his face is mostly not seen for that, so that's good. I don't have to worry about that one.
Well, you are down to your final minute.
Woohoo! I'm almost done.
Sounds exactly like C. Oh, interesting, Grenade. I have no mouth and must kiss Edgeworth. Ooh, I have no mouth and I must object is a good one, too. I have no mouth and must eat a necklace.
Oh no.
How? How do you eat the necklace without the mouth?
He'll find a way.
I mean, he would, but how?
I don't want to think about it.
I don't either. I don't need Eldritch Horror Phoenix. That wasn't one of the AUs I was given on the bingo list.
Mm-hmm. I'm very proud of how that Star Trek one came out. Every time I look at it, I'm like, I did a good job here. This one has a certain feeling to it.
And it's going to help me fulfill one of my prompts because I need to reblog a post from the event. Whamp, 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 whamp. Your time is up.
Oh, good. My thing just saved. Did a little save stutter there.
How did he eat that necklace with a mouth? He opened his mouth and he
chewed it, apparently. He chewed it, apparently.
Pineapples go on pizzas. No. See?
Oh my goodness.
I can see why people like using that one, Grenade. Take your chat break, Corey.
I gotta put the other timer up.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I'll put the other timer up. Oh my
God,
it's
that would be
9 o'clock.
good, Canadian Lucifer.
I've seen that as a headcanon before, and I love it. Those are probably my two favorite headcanons are Lip Scar Phoenix and Earring Edgeworth. Just little mild things that are definitely like they couldn't give them enough like stuff because of their limitations, right? So like we couldn't do a ton of this like little extra things, but those are my favorite little like headcanon additions.
I like the idea of the scars on the lips solely for right-worth purposes. That Edgeworth can kiss the scars and make Phoenix feel so loved.
People do that quite often. So Grenade.
Oh shit, we gotta explain the necklace.
Grenade. So this is spoilers for Ace Attorney. Just Ace Attorney 3-1.
Yes.
Okay, just for everybody out there, this is spoilers for 3-1. Can I do it? I can. Amazing. Basically, Phoenix was in puppy dog love with this girl.
A woman who didn't deserve him.
Yeah, who didn't deserve him at all, and was trying to kill him because she had killed somebody else, and she had used him to stash the evidence by giving him this necklace that held poison. Okay, and he didn't know it held poison. He just wanted to give it. He just wanted to have it. He thought that she was like, oh, we're boyfriend-girlfriend now, and this is like a sign of our love. So she kept trying to get it back from him so she could destroy the evidence of her murder. And he's just like, no, my love, I love it, blah, blah, blah. So she was going to kill him.
I'll wear it forever.
And then instead, the plan went awry, and she ended up killing a different guy and framing Phoenix for it. He refused to believe that this woman, was the one to do that. And so when it came down to the evidence of this necklace being seemingly the linchpin of the thing, the linchpin of the case, Phoenix stole the evidence of this necklace and ate it.
And ate the evidence.
In order to prevent it from being used. No, he chewed it. He explicitly had to chew it. It was too big to eat in one piece.
Man ate glass.
So this man ate glass.
For love.
Yep. Yes, Grenade is a big
when
OG.
Did AA3 come out?
Yeah. And Grenade, my favorite thumbnail, I think, at the moment is of a little Phoenix doing the with a suspiciously art-shaped lump in my throat meme, but it's him with the necklace. Yep, this is very exactly.
Man, that would eat poison glass for you, indeed.
No wonder he's the way he is now, right? See, that's what I think happened. That's what I think happened. A lot of people are a lot of people get annoyed when people boil Phoenix down to golden retriever vibes, and he's not. He's very sarcastic and kind of old man done with life, middle-aged, midlife crisis kind of vibe sometimes, and even as a 25-year-old, right? He has it yes, my only thing is TV. He's got depression. He's had depression. Man needs a therapist. Mans need therapy.
Does.
But
poor boy.
A lot of people boil him down to golden retriever, and I think the reason that they do that is because of Feeny, because of the young Feeny. I think you were here on the first one, Grenade.
You had to have been.
And
I'm pretty sure.
My brain died. Back it up. Yeah, and so young Feeny, is very puppy dog love golden retriever. But that instance fucked him up.
But now he's jaded. Now he's
because
sad.
of that. Trauma, his trauma impotence is 3-1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly, Grenade.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Cinder was very kind in doing that.
You find Gumshoes the most flanderized in Fanon?
I do believe that. I could see how that would happen.
I guess I always like... I only, like, kind of interact with fandoms. I never interact with fandoms to, like, a level that, like, these sort of things happen. Because I'm not, like... I guess I take a lot of it as, like, it's this one comic moment. So it's not, like, a flanderization. You know, in my head, it's just, like, we have a little snapshot here, right? It's not like I'm reading, like, a fan fiction. And it's like, oh, every time we see Gumshoe, he's a bumbling idiot with nothing else. You know, like, whatever.
It's not like with Larry, where he's just horny as hell and irredeemable
I
as
learned
fuck.
something I didn't wish existed. I'm against...
no.
I'm not here for it. I learned that people ship Phoenix and Apollo. And I'm not here for that.
Mm-mm. No! Ew, no!
Yeah, that's what I said. Ew, no! That's his son! Like, what?
No!
No! I have seen that, and I am not here for that.
No!
No.
Absolutely not.
No. You saw...
Edward than Apollo! No!
We're still kind of talking about Ace Attorney Grenade, so I'm not... Yeah, I know all ships exist.
I know all ships exist. God...
It doesn't mean I can't not like some of them.
What did I say earlier about it bringing you joy go off? But don't be problematic.
Technically...
That's
that one's one of
guys.
those gray areas. That one's one of those gray areas.
That's his son. I can't. Okay. No,
maybe not father-son, big brother. Like, I don't know. It's definitely not...
It still doesn't help.
Is bad.
It's not where it's at.
Set sail. Ooh, also bad. See,
bad, but I can understand why.
No, to me it's the
like
same exact reason that it would be Phoenix and Apollo. They're just like boss and subordinate, and that's partially what makes it bad.
Yeah,
the
but
other
now
part that makes it bad is the age
manipulative shit, which adds spice to it.
I see. Boss
not boss and baby. Oh God. Oh no. Oh no.
That's how that Australian author got arrested, Bass. Take it back. Take it back!
I'm drowning my sorrows in hot chocolate. I'm drowning myself.
Fill your little guy with... Oh no, Canadian Lucifer! Oh no! Yeah, I procced Sleeper Agent Mason.
Does anybody think that's enough internet for one day? That's enough internet for one day.
It's more the vibe. It's more, and this is the last thing I'll say before I'm turning chat off.
It's giving me... Sorry, I'll let you go first, and then I'll say my thing, because you're going to go back to your thing.
All I'm saying, it's the one thing, there's a difference between, like, I'm scrolling through, like, a tag, right? If I'm scrolling through, like, Ace Attorney tag, and I end up getting some problematic, like, that's one thing, but my heart hurts when it's, like, an artist that I like and follow, and then it's like, I can't follow you anymore. And I'm sad because your art is very nice. And when you drew, like, the other shit, great. But I don't want to see that. And I'm not going to say anything because that's the adult thing to do. You just fucking go on, right? Yeah. You just fucking go on and you move on. And it's, but it's like, I'm sad that I've lost seeing this artist now because I don't want to see the other thing. Jeez. All right. I'm turning off the spoilers tag though, Mars, but I'm gonna not look at chat anymore.
The thing I was going to say was that the whole ship Apollo with everyone syndrome is reminding me of when Attack on Titan was in its first season and Eren was shipped with friggin' everybody. Like, there was no limit. He was shipped with Mikasa, he was shipped with Annie, he was shipped with Armin, he was shipped with Jean, he was shipped with Levi, he was shipped with Erwin, and it's just like, where is the line, people?
I think
Where's
that's
the line?
my thing always about it is where it's like, fine, you can have like, I get
Why do I
people
need
want
to
to
be
ship,
typed?
and I get people want to like have, their ship times, and there's certain things when it's like, oh, there's like not a lot of characters to like, that's what happened with Gachiakata. There was like no characters to ship Zonka with, that were not problematic, unfortunately. I mean, who knows? Maybe Folo will bring it back for us. But so it's
They'd
just like,
have to interact way more for that to ever be viable.
well, yeah, but I mean, he gets an arc, so this,
We shall see.
we shall see.
We shall see.
But my whole thing is just like, so make an OC, like, I don't know, like, do anything, but like,
That's
let's
the trend
ship
I'm
it.
seeing more on AO3 is a lot of people are just like, engine and reader, Zonka and reader.
Well, I will
Brooks
say,
and reader. And I'm like, okay, at least we're doing that.
I will say the reader is a slightly different than making
Yes,
like an OC,
so,
but
Allie, people ship Zonka with Jabber, and it's called Jonka, and there is a overflow of it.
there's a lot of that,
AO3.
like a
But yes,
massive amount of
They
that.
also ship Zonka with engine, and I'm just like, please
And
no,
Rudo,
please
and I
no.
wish to die. I wish to die. I like.
At least the Rudo one is just like 2 years. Engine and Zonka is
But-
too much.
No.
And Engine has
2
Grizz.
years, but
have
it's like the
Grizz.
biggest 2 years of development. I'm sorry. If you were out in real life and you saw a 17-year-old and a 15-year-old, that's not okay. We're not okay. That's not okay. Yeah, 2 years. 2 years in like prime development time. Like, nuh-uh. Not okay.
Bass says, headcanon AA5's prosecutor as Ace, and both their most common ship really gives the vibe of, I want to ship them with someone, and you're like, ew, no. That's the mood.
I don't know. Like,
Vox X Naruto, what?
see, okay, that gets to a
But that
point where,
one's
like,
so outlandish.
yeah, now we're in crack
it's
ship
like-
fandom, which is
yeah.
totally just a goof, right? And as long as it's adult Naruto, like, who the fuck cares? Right? The problem is, it's like, oh, if we're shipping Vox and, like, Shippuden Naruto, is like, nah, back the fuck up. Like,
Yeah,
this is
that's-
just a no.
Allie, Jabber X Pain. That's what the ship should be. Jabber X Pain.
He'd be down. He'd be down.
He'd be down for it. Just look at what he does.
He's down bad.
Tony
for
the
that.
Tiger and the Grinch, another classic.
Yeah, again.
One Cest, also very crack.
And see, one Cest got to the point where he had nobody to be shipped
One
with.
Cest was such a special case. I don't think there's ever been a case like it.
I can't think of one. He was just so
I can't either.
specifically isolated that it was literally his family, which were like not even like brothers and sisters family, like aunts and uncles, and they barely had any like character at all family. Right.
Yeah.
And then the
Couldn't do anything with
Lorax.
that.
Like those were it.
And I'm sure there's someone out there that's done.
No, I
Gunsler
would
X
be
Lorax.
I would
wouldn't
be
put it past them.
surprised if there was no Onceler X Lorax out there, because especially with the Illuminations movie, but like
Toy. Pain.
I don't know, just ship people that are like adults, like not adults, but like in the age bracket of each
In the
other,
age
okay?
bracket.
Is that so much to ask?
Ah, it's a French Twitter inside joke. I see.
Again, I would never
Gojo
be.
with the French president. Oh my god.
See, again, now we're in the crack ship fandom. I'm talking about people that are like seriously
I'm just
exploring
marveling at what people
various
come
relationships,
up with.
and it's just like,
I'm just marveling at what people come up with. It's
okay.
what people do. What people do. Now, this is why I'm so determined to finish the fix I'm working on. Because I gotta balance it out on AO3.
Okay, so
I've
I'm gonna
actually gotten
draw
quite a few comments on it,
this
which
one.
is fun. Like, it's nice replying to them and actually, like, being like, oh my gosh, this is fandom. This is participating in fandom. Oh my god. You could see Apollo in a crazed fic, talking to himself in a mirror, decimating his opponents before each trial. Ooh.
I will say
That feels like evil route, Apollo.
I'm very happy to have gotten, like, truly onto the internet much later in life.
Seriously. You need the nuance when navigating the internet. You need the amount of brain it takes to compute nuance in order to be on the internet.
It's just like, you know, I was on, you know, technically, from a technical, blatant, you know, definitional standpoint, I was on social media since I was 12, 11, somewhere in that range.
And that was just because you wanted to play a game.
I literally was to play
chat with
Farmville.
anybody.
Right? I wouldn't say
Farmville.
I became truly part of, like, internet culture until much later than that. And then I wouldn't even say I was fully in, like, being within the community until, like, 2020. You know? Like, that was when it's like,
with,
oh, I'm actually,
Gravity
like...
Falls and everything, that was still, like... We were enjoying it amongst a small group of friends.
Well, that was very much I'm on Tumblr to look at art. Like, maybe I'm reading, you know, fan fiction, but I'm not, like, interacting, right? Like, I would say, and this is a wild thing to say, I don't think I've interacted with a fandom outside of Ace Attorney. Like, the level that I interact with the Ace Attorney fandom and actually, like, doing events and shit, I have, like, never done to that extent with any other fandom. You know, there has ones I've tried to participate in, the, like, blank week or whatever like that, but, like, nothing to the extent of, like, actually, like, interacting with, like, people and the community where it is like, oh, yeah, like, Ace Attorney shit. And I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful that I was, like, just a consumer of cool fan art and fanfic and not, like, truly talking with anybody for a long time, because I was able to develop a personality first and then get, you know, into the weeds.
I will add to the conversation. What's nice about putting art out there or putting fan fiction out there is you get lucky and draw the people that you would want to see your work. Like the people who are currently commenting on the fic I have up, very clearly want this kind of fan fiction. So it's like, you're one of the ones who's here for the found family vibes and the character development and the character study vibes. Okay, we're chill.
Well, that's why I'm always very, like, I love our stream community, right? I love our Discord server and everything. That's why I'm horrified in a way to go viral ever.
Get bigger.
I don't want to. No. Growth is fine. Virality is horrifying. And the reason is because of the phrase that I really think really fits it is the "it broke containment." Right? Because we saw that with my Milano animation. Right?
Yeah.
It broke containment. And so it's like, oh, there's a difference between, like, yes, we're in a webtoon, you know, webcomic space where people who are finding our webcomic are people that like webcomics or, you know, like, are looking for this type of thing.
Grenade, we don't want to go viral. That's
no,
the point.
No. Stop. No.
Don't wish anything on us.
No, please. I would have to, like, lock down the Discord. I would have to, like, we would have to have a moment if some shit like that happened. Because I don't know. I don't know what I would do.
Bass, I'm gonna say that doesn't surprise me very much. That said,
What?
that friend of theirs doesn't like webcomics.
Yeah,
the
Mars and I
vibe.
had to have this talk when it was doing it. It was like, yeah, they really just felt like they just would never
It
have
just wasn't
ever
their
read this
genre.
ever. You know, like, why did
And
they
that's
keep
okay.
reading it?
That's okay. They didn't have to like it. It doesn't even have to be up their alley.
Speaking of
But
alley,
they
no,
definitely got that vibe.
How do I do your hand?
Did they recently comment on something you did, Bass, or was it mostly just the morality debate? The cool kids hangout cannot go viral.
No.
Exactly. It's niche. This is our little corner of the world.
That's honestly why I'm kind of happy that we are variety streamers. Because if we really truly buckled down, you'd get closer to having like a bigger like, does that make sense? It's harder on the internet to make it big, quote unquote, in a variety
it's harder
of things.
for them to categorize us and fit us into the
both
algorithm.
harder for that, and it's also because a lot of people on the internet, you know, are like, oh yes, I'm following this Tumblr blog because you post Ace Attorney, right? Like, I'm not following this because I like the art. I'm following it because I like Ace Attorney art, right? And that's actually a different way.
So many artists that will start off doing one thing
And then they apologize.
and then when they switch to something else, well, they do apologize because they'll say something like, hey guys, I'm going to be
They
doing
make an
art
announcement.
of this thing now because
Yeah.
I really love it. I'm sorry I'm not drawing this thing as much anymore, even though it brought me a ton of followers, but please respect that I'm enjoying this thing and I want to enjoy it.
Because people
in this
will
way.
be
It's so
stupid.
bad that they have to explain that.
Because people will be stupid and say shit like,
People will
why
act
aren't you
entitled.
drawing? You stopped. Are you going to
the
draw
long and short
X
of it,
anymore?
is
And it's
people
like,
will act entitled. It's like, that artist doesn't owe you anything.
And that's why I make it a rule to myself. I never follow somebody solely because of the fandom that they draw. Well, that may be the impetus that allows me to locate them on the, you know, on the vast interwebs. I'm only following if I actually like your art. Right, you know, like, oh, I might follow this, and then it's like, oh, wow, this is really pretty art from that artist I recognize the, you know, the, what's the word? The art style of, but I don't know about this thing, and maybe that will make me look into that thing, because if, like, like, I've done that a lot.
Literally.
Crimson Chains has done that a ton for me.
Crimson Chain, oh my god,
and,
Crimson Chains
Ikimaru.
is the reason I got into Dororo, is the reason I started watching Link Click. One of the reasons I want to check out Heaven's Official Blessing and Modazushi
is because they love it.
And there was another one. They did. They did Sword of the Stranger art as well. And that's what made me check that one out. Sword of the Stranger was my first ever fan fiction that I posted.
Yep.
So I've been following this artist for a very long while, and I gotta say,
one of my
it's
OGs.
for the art, not the fandoms.
I think I literally got into Voltron because one of my favorite artists at the time drew Voltron. I started following Ellen Tori art, which unfortunately has fallen off the internet. She's fine.
I miss
She's living
Ellen
her
Tori.
life. She has like a baby now and everything. Like she's having a
Such
time.
Pretty art.
Loved her art. Definitely started following her because of her Human Bill Cipher and Gravity Falls related art. But then I'm
that one was
90% sure that I watched Voltron because she drew Voltron fan art. And I was like, wow, this is insane. And her Voltron fan art definitely really shaped my like engagement with the series, because she did a lot of clans. And then there's one, and it's like she drew this one piece, and she specifically like mentioned that it went with this one song by Big Little World, and it's like the end, like the song is called like The End of the World or something, and it's just like, wow, that still hits, like that sticks with me as like a really insane you know, core memory, I guess, for lack of a better term. You know, like it's like, oh yes, you shaped. And so, like, there's a lot of reasons to follow artists, and I think the lowest reason should be because they draw art of the fandom that I like.
Specific.
Like, I'm obsessed with Cinderella Boy. I love Cinderella Boy. I started following a bunch of Cinderella Boy, related blogs on Tumblr, but I know that I specifically went and looked and like, oh, you are the artist that made this art, and I like the art style of it. Right, like, I'm not here for, like, so if you drew something else, I would also enjoy that. Right, like that, like, I was specifically like, oh, I really like how you drew Chase and Buddy or something, right? Like, it wasn't because you drew Chase and Buddy. It was
because you drew
how.
Chase and Buddy.
Yeah.
I want to acknowledge what Bass said quickly. I'm sorry they said that to you.
Uh-oh.
The video game music rank down. Did you put that in the Yelp reviews in our Discord? Because I've been meaning to listen to the music that you recommended. I should do that tomorrow during my commute. Actually, I will. That's going to be my commute music for tomorrow. I'll set it up now.
Claire's keeping all their fish ready to put in the hot pot?
Amazing. It's hard to answer that question. I personally don't think Voltron is worth watching.
I would not. I would say it was.
I think there's better stuff out there that's worth your time.
Yeah.
It was good as it was coming out, and then when it started to fall off, like it was like watching a slow motion car crash. And I just feel like going into that and starting from the beginning is just kind of like, why would you do that to yourself? Like, you're just gonna end up with disappointment at the end. So I still enjoy my time with Voltron. I still remember it fondly. I still love the writing of season 1 through season 4. I thought it was funny. I thought it was heartfelt. I love the characters. I love how they felt like a team and how they grew and learned together. And knowing where it ended up hurts. Knowing where it ended up really,
I will say
those memories, but it makes me be like, I don't think I'd ever revisit this. And
I would never watch it again. I would never ever watch it again. I am solely very happy to follow a couple artists that do revisit, like fandom stuff for it, right? Like Ikimaru still draws clans.
What
right?
Ali said, only season 2, well, 1 through 3. Unless you like watching Trainwreck. Yeah, pretty much.
But it's very much something that was like, it was fun at the time. It was enjoyable because also in addition to like it coming out, like I specifically binged watched every season with like a bunch of friends, like because it was in college when most of it was coming out. So like I would get to, like we literally had like elaborate streaming parties, like Voltron would be coming out and we would get like they had like, because it was like the early days of Netflix like releasing shows like that too. So it was like they had this like promotional like door hanger and I like print it was it's like
to look forward
do not disturb watching like, Voltron,
that would be your reason to get through the week, honestly, in college. Yeah. Because it would be like, it's going to be Voltron Friday.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to hang out with my friends.
We're going to watch it.
And we're going to
for
binge.
6 hours in a row. And like,
that was the vibe.
And that was a whole event that you did with people, right? Like you said, like it was get your snacks ready. It's Voltron night Friday, right? Like be
it
warned.
Really came out at the perfect time.
And so a lot of my enjoyment is from that as well. And then it like we liked it so much that unfortunately I graduated before the last seasons came out. And that's actually the reason why I never watched the final season, because the second to last season, we actually made it a point that 3 friends of, me and 2 other people made a point to visit and come to my actual house, after we'd only been college friends, to binge Voltron in a sleepover. And then I just, we didn't do that for the final season, and I just never watched the final season, and thank God. Thank God I didn't. Thank God the universe saved
It's
me.
funny how that worked out for you, because by that point I was on social media. I was on Instagram, and
I'm back on chat.
See, I have this weird thing about my shows where it's like, I think someone talked about this in Discord the other day, where they asked, does anyone ever procrastinate even the stuff they enjoy doing? The answer is yes. I do that all the damn time. I don't know why my brain works this way, but there's some days where I'm like, I want to read this book that I've been really looking forward to. That was you, Mason? Well, it's accurate, because I will have moments where I'm like, I want to read this book, or I want to read this TV show, but read this TV show. Watch this TV show.
Just keep going. Just keep barrel through. Push through.
I don't even know anymore. Did I mention I had a pint of blood taken out of me this morning? Anywho. What the hell was I saying?
Getting through the day.
It'll be that feeling of I want to do this thing, but like, is it the right time to do this thing? Like, I gotta be in the right mood. I gotta be in the right headspace to fully appreciate what the show or book is given to me. I don't know why my brain thinks that way, but I do. And Voltron was one of those cases where I think season 5 had come out, and I never got around to watching it, because it was, again, that feeling of, is this the right moment? Like, it's Friday night, but am I going to appreciate it enough this night, or am I too tired to really appreciate the show? Like, don't ask. Don't ask. I don't know why my brain is like this.
There's definitely a vibe to that. I mean, I feel that.
I never got around to it. That's the thing. Like, my brain was like, oh, it's just not the right time. And then, 2020 happened. We all got kicked out of our dorms and sent home. So, funnily enough, even though we were stuck at home with nothing to do, Voltron still wasn't on my radar. But at the same time, I was watching everyone react on social media, and everyone was talking about, oh my God, what have they done? Like, oh my God, what are they doing to this character? Oh my God, like, why did they change this arc? Oh my God, this is out of character. Oh, they did Shiro so dirty. And I'm like, maybe I'm not gonna return to this, because a lot of people don't seem very happy. So if this is something where I'm going to feel like I wasted my time and walk away disappointed, no, I'm not gonna spend my time on it, unfortunately. Thank you, Ori, for copy-pasting the question.
You're welcome.
Ooh, that's a good one. How do you go about expositing? I know you were criticizing the use of it in the first episode of Gotchi. What's the middle spot between not telling anything and telling too much? So, specifically taking that example... I'm gonna make a
milk shot real quick. I'll be right back.
Go for it. Specifically taking that example of Gotchi Akuta, my main gripe with that scene is what's happening in it is Chiwa is essentially explaining... Again, I'm trying to avoid spoilers, so I'll call it the justice system of how their world works. Where Rudo comes from, it's called the Sphere, so I'm going to use that from here on out. She's explaining how the justice system of the Sphere works. Basically, if you live in the slums and you commit a crime, they treat you like garbage, and you're thrown down into the pit below. You're exiled, but you're also sentenced to death because, as far as they know, no one can survive that fall. And the thing, exposition-wise, where I think it went too heavy-handed, was Chiwa in that scene is watching one of these trials happen. And Rudo comes up, he's going to have a conversation with her, and she starts talking about how their justice system works. And I see what they were trying to do. They have the actress say this in a wistful way where she's like, isn't it awful? They do this, they do that, and they send you to the pit, like, just because of this. But the problem is, Rudo already knows this. Because he's a resident there. This is information he should be aware of. Exposition works best when the audience and the character are learning something. That's why by the time Rudo does get to the ground, it doesn't feel as exposition heavy, even though you could argue Engine is doing the exact same thing. He's explaining how the ground works, and it's not on the nose. I think something they do with Engine is they allowed his voice actor to ad-lib a lot more, which helps it feel more natural. Whereas Chiwa feels very stiff in her delivery. And I don't think that's the fault of anyone. I just think that's the way it was written, and she performed it to the best of her ability. She does sound wistful. She does sound conflicted. She sounds upset that this is the world they live in. So I think the actress did a good job. I just think it could have been explained in a way where it didn't feel like an as you know moment. You guys know that old saying. A lot of movie critics had this one, where if in a movie they say, as you know, blah, 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 as it goes, if you already know, why are you saying it? Especially if the character already knows, why are you saying it? That's one of the cardinal rules about exposition. You never say, as you know, blah, 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 as you recall, blah, blah, blah. Because again, if the character already knows, why are you bothering to explain it? It's solely for the audience's sake. So,
and I think that's a good rule to go by. Is this character explaining this because you think the audience needs to know it? Or is this character explaining this because the person they're explaining it to actually needs to know it? Right?
And I'm going to actually cite Attack on Titan as doing this better. Because we start off behind the walls in Eren's home. He's a child, and he's doing it in a similar way Chiwa is. He's lamenting his situation. He's lamenting how they can't go outside the walls, how they're being, basically, like he feels like cattle, essentially. That's the big thing of that scene. But he feels like a child that's fed up with the system. And he's saying it in a way that feels natural for the character. Like, I also cited this with Engine, is that the voice actor was allowed to ad-lib a little bit more, so his lines sound very natural. They sound more playful. They sound more organic, is the word I'm thinking of. Whereas with Chiwa, it's kind of like, yeah, this is solely for the audience's knowledge. Whereas when Rudo's on the ground, both the audience and him need to figure out how this world works out. And what makes that more engaging is he's learning at the same time we're learning. So we are sucked into what he is experiencing. And I think the horrors of how the sphere treats criminals hits by the end of episode 1. Again, not spoiling, although given what I've said so far, you could probably figure out what happens at the end of episode 1.
But such is life. I think the big thing is exactly that, Mars, is that without Chiwa literally saying anything in that way, we could have gotten it. Because of what happens.
Honestly,
right? It's a very show don't tell.
Let the scene itself do the work, and then maybe have them lament after, and have Rudo say something about it too.
Or in his head lamenting about it. Like when it's happening, you know, like...
Well, that's why I'm kind of like, maybe they wanted to give Chiwa more to do before what happens at the end of episode 1. Because, like, you gotta feel like these two have a friendship before the big thing at the end of episode 1. So maybe that's why they did it.
I don't know.
It's interesting to think about. And I always find it an interesting thought exercise in, well, how would I have changed that? Honestly,
exactly.
I would have let the horror of the scene do the work. I would have cut the dialogue. Really I would have let the OST carry the moment. I would have let the background characters carry the moment, because there's a group of people who are treated the same way as the person being sent to the pit. And they are criticizing and yelling at the person being sent to the pit. So you see where the hypocrisy comes in. Like, let the horror of the scene do the work for you.
I think
You know,
that's
but
an
maybe
important.
it's not so easy in a manga format. Although I will say,
No,
I feel like we've done that a couple times in Outcast.
I think
Maybe
that
sort of, kind of.
I think that the thing that there's two things people forget, and there's two things that people worry about. One, when you are in a visual medium, you have to use like it is literally show
Use
don't
the
tell
visuals.
the thing to do, right? Like when
Use
you talk
the
about it in
visuals.
writing, it's harder because you have to describe what you would be seeing, right? Like it is a harder
Which is a
thing,
whole
the show
different
don't tell,
exercise.
which is different. But when it is literally,
That's why
I
I've
can
been having so
physically
much fun writing recently.
show the thing instead of telling the thing, right? That is what happened. And the whole point is that, like, the plot kicks off by the thing that gets described, right? It's literally the, oh
Well, 'cause
no,
you got your
if
setup.
you murder
You need to have
someone,
your
you're
setup.
gonna get executed by being thrown into the ocean. Nobody lives in the ocean. That's what happens. Instead of, and then somebody gets, you know, accused of murder and gets executed by being thrown into the ocean, right? Like that's the line of it.
Yeah.
So why did we have to tell you this?
So
Watch
why'd we have
the
to tell
thing
you?
that is the, oh God, oh shit. Like you could at most be in that character head. Oh, no, I didn't do it. I didn't murder them. Don't, you know, I can't. You've got the wrong person, you know, blah, blah, blah. And now they are in the middle of being executed by being thrown into the ocean. And now they're scared of, oh my God, nobody's ever lived by being thrown in the ocean. That, you know, how am I going to survive? Blah, blah, blah. You know, like you didn't have to have somebody telling the person that already knows how their justice system works.
Yeah.
About how the justice system works when you, the author, know that this character is about to experience the justice system firsthand.
Well, that's where it kind of goes. And
that's the problem.
Okay, guys, this is a secret about writers. We don't always like to write every part of the story. There are definitely parts where we're like, okay, we just have to get through this thing first, and then we could get to the fun stuff. So sometimes we go through it quickly,
carrots.
or we try to get it done as quick as possible, rip off the Band-Aid, and then we get to write what we actually want to write. So I almost kind of wonder if that was a little bit of the case of what happened here, where it's like, okay, set up. Okay, now we get into the meat and potatoes. I can understand that. Because I've had that happen myself too, where sometimes I'll read back over something and I'll go, oh, I really should have put more detail here, or I really should have dragged this out longer, but I wanted to get to the fun bit that I'd been imagining in my head for weeks. Writing really is an exercise of keeping yourself in check.
Of willpower.
It really is. Willpower indeed. I think I saw a question from Grenade. What is your favorite introductory scene? That's a hard one. That's a really hard one. Favorite intro... Oh. Okay, maybe it's because we were talking Infinity Train earlier. But probably the season 3 opener has stuck with me a lot. Like that's one I can recall very vividly. So that for me would kind of fit into like a favorite if it's sticking with me. I don't want to explain it too in depth because I know Mason is watching, so I don't want to spoil it. Unless we want to throw the spoiler flag up and give you a warning, Mason. But that one sticks in my head. So I'll go with that one as my answer.
I'm trying to think.
Hey, no problem, Allie. Anytime.
It's one of those things where, like, I really have to think of what is the the explicit opening, right? Like, what is it? Like, the very, like, it really is like how does it actually open?
That's why I can easily point to Infinity Train Book 3, because the way it ends, it pans up and then shows Infinity Train logo, Book 3. So it's like, I remember having chills watching that scene. So,
Like I'm trying to sit here and think of media that I like and be like, did that hit specifically? Did that hit, you know?
Remember the Disney movie epic. Bass, if you're talking about the movie that had the little fairies
Yes.
that wore leaf clothing and the girl got shrunk down, that was actually Blue Sky.
Yeah,
not
that was Blue
Disney.
Sky.
That was Blue Sky. Finally not doing an Ice Age movie for a change.
Okay. That gives me I have a few different ones. They're all movies though. I really like Robots. Robots is very
that
good.
one's good.
Because it's a fun way to introduce you to the general vibe of the world and sort of the environment that this character is and will grow up in to make them
really
who they
good
are.
pick.
Really do like that one. I also will say
another Blue Sky one.
yeah, exactly.
Love
Well,
that
that's what
movie.
reminded me of. I was like, ooh, that's a good one. I really also, and this is kind of like a guilty pleasure movie, kind of like nobody really talks about this movie. I really like the movie The Book of Life. And
I love that one.
I find that opening to be done in a very good way for what it has to do. Right? Because you start out with the children
well, they have
on the
narrative
bus.
device.
Exactly. Oh, no, you know
Book
what
of
really
Life
hits?
is so good.
Over the Garden Wall.
Oh yes.
Over the Garden Wall. Over the Garden Wall. Because
Happy to not pick that one.
Over the Garden Wall does a very different thing than the other ones I've described, right? The other ones lead you in specifically kind of setting up the world in a way, kind of setting up the whatever in a very, fluid way. Two kind of different things.
Over the Garden Wall sets you up with questions.
Over the Garden Wall throws you in.
Answer everything
Over the Garden Wall
right
throws you
away.
in, and even though Wirt and Greg are explicit fish out of water, very, very few people actually answer their questions ever in any coherent way, kind of like a real person would. And that's really nice, right? Like, so, spoilers,
Writing in that
we're
series
gonna wall a little
is
bit.
so tight.
It's so tight. It's so tight. It is so tight. And it has
There's a
no...
reason we watch it every fall, you guys.
Like, I literally can't think of, like, true exposition. Because...
No, because the Garden Wall never has exposition.
Because part of the love of it is the fact that nobody knows what the fuck is going on, kinda. And it just kind of is this, like,
and
world.
you don't get told what's going on.
And you never get
even
told
then,
what's going on.
Is a very strong word. You're allowed to make connections by episode 10. So it's never exposition heavy.
But the
over Garden
most
Wall.
that a character, like,
leave you
explicitly tells you, spoilers, is actually a
Lock that flag
lie.
up.
So, like, it really is really tight. And then I think the other one I like is Coco. Again.
Oh, Coco's good too.
It sets you up with the world, the time, the world that the character lives in very immediately and their motivations right away. It doesn't explain the whole deal to you, like right away. It is explicitly
But it gives you
what he's doing.
It gives you the foundations for what the story is going to do. Like
all of
I would say an introduction puts most of the moving pieces on the table.
I would say
like, here's the story and here's how we're going to move through it. Or here's the lesson that will be eventually learned.
All of the ones that we've mentioned, including like Infinity Train, the immediate things that it does is it gives you the character's motivations. Immediately. And we tried to do that with Outcast. You can see that on Outcast as well. With the prologue, right, the explicit motivation is he got fucking stranded. Right, like that is a motivation right there. Survive, live, get home, whatever, like there is an immediate
that's kind of important
motivation there.
No, I didn't see that video, Canadian Lucifer, but I have seen different takes on robots. It's definitely one of those movies you appreciate more the older you get.
Especially nowadays.
Oh God, tell me about it. I watched it the other day for some Hope Core, and I'm like, yes, needed.
Ooh. How many episodes is Princess Tutu?
I want to say 24, 26.
Yeah, I think it's 24.
Like, it definitely took us a couple of hangouts to finish it.
Definitely took us a couple of hangouts.
I think we watched it from October to December.
Yeah, that would make sense. It's just so good. I'm so on the Nutcracker pill, guys. Princess Tutu, best Nutcracker adaptation. I will die on this hill.
Is.
You can't do better. And it's not even like a blatant Nutcracker fucking thing. It's
like a whole overall fairy tale thing.
It's a no. It's when you know the story of the Nutcracker, the more I sit here and think about it, I'm like, the more it is a blatant Nutcracker fucking, retelling. But it's not in your face like the other Nutcracker retellings you think about, right? Like, it's not like this is immediately a Nutcracker retelling.
Is, hi, we're the Nutcracker, that super popular dance.
This is literally the Nutcracker, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no. Princess Tutu does it in a very chill way.
Subtle way, which is nice.
Okay.
And the dub is actually pretty good.
Is this too fast?
And it was an early dub, too. I was even more impressed. Oh, wow,
that's the movement.
I did not know about that. That's disgusting behavior.
Uh-oh, what?
Can't say I'm necessarily surprised. So, the story behind Coco. Bass talked about in their history class how Disney tried to copyright the Day of the Dead and how public perception of the holiday from movies affected it now.
I've fucking heard about that.
Ugh, that's disgusting.
Which is, like, the most idiotic thing. Like, what the fuck did they think? It's horrible.
Just
horrible stuff. It's just like, not only is it greedy, is it stupid?
Do
you have
anything better to do than being evil? Maybe.
No, they don't.
Ugh.
But that's what kills me, is that it's not even like solely being greedy. It's also being incredibly stupid.
You gonna try a copyright Easter grenade? Good luck.
Ooh.
You can have it.
I like the Easter aesthetic, and that's about it.
Yeah. Easter aesthetic, Easter food isn't half bad. It's basically
Easter food's okay.
Christmas dinner on repeat.
I've forced my family to start doing Easter as a brunch, so much more enjoyable.
Top tier and fits the spring vibe
exactly. More eggs and stuff makes more sense than lamb.
Eggs,
we would always have lamb, but I don't.
Pancakes and pastries.
Exactly. Yeah. I've rubbed off on my mother in the sense of that it's like, let's not do it for dinner, so then everybody stays until like 7 p.m. and then you have to clean up and then your day is shot because all you've been doing all day is this. Versus let's make it brunch so they leave by like 4 and then you can clean up and at 6 o'clock you're done.
Relax.
And then you have the day actually,
What a lovely thought.
Yep.
I have seen the Toy Story 5 trailer, Bess. I
ain't watching it. I can't.
I
just have no interest.
For me, the story ended at 3. It ended perfectly at 3.
It ended great at 3. I did watch 4. When did... Can somebody tell me when 4 came out?
Oh, God. 2019. I feel like it came out in theaters, so it had to be before COVID.
It did come out in theaters. It was in theaters.
I'm gonna go 1819. That's my guess. I will admit to being curious about how they're going to tackle iPad generation kids. Because that's clearly the story they're trying to tell. I'm very curious if the toys are going to learn to live with the Leap Pad or if they're going to shove it out the window.
The reason I ask is because the reason that I might have seen it in theaters explicitly because my cousins were young enough to be their like demographic. And so I saw it with them.
That would make sense. It reminded me of Leapfrog too. I grew up with Leapfrog. That was my childhood. I had that classic blue and green. I guess it was like electric binder you open. You put the little paper book inside and then you touch it with a pen. Oh, that was so good. My mom actually found my old one the other day and I was like, does it still work? We haven't tested it yet, but I'm hoping it does.
I was saying, did it? I was like, you can't leave me hanging.
Up, timer, Ori.
Yes. Time to look at chat again.
I wasn't an iPad kid. I was a Leap Pad kid. And then I became a DS kid, but like I was the right age.
I had a separate thing. I had like I can't remember if it was Leapfrog branded or not, but it was like more closer to like a handheld game.
Oh, interesting.
And I played a game and it had like an alien and it went to school. And I explicitly remember that it was a wild device that it could change hands.
Yes, there was, Allie.
So like you could actually flip it. Like there's a thing you put cartridges in it and you could like there was a thing on the back and it would flip so that it made the D-pad on the opposite side and the things on the opposite side. So if you wanted to be like left-handed or some shit.
Oh, okay. I don't think I know what you're talking about, unfortunately.
Yeah, it wasn't Leapfrog. Retro, child's
we were very
game.
blessed, Grenade.
It can switch handedness. No.
It definitely worked well in Enchanted Bass. I feel like after that, it just got too self-aware. Like, they were just trying too hard. We gotta dial back the meta humor a little bit. It was fun when it first came out, but now everything uses it, so let's dial it back just a bit. We can find other means of humor, can't we?
I'm never gonna find this thing. I know exactly what it looks like.
Oops. I didn't mean to close my tab. Come back!
Ooh, was it that?
Did you find it?
No, I didn't find it, but that looks like the brand. That looks like my cartridges.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. It's not you, though. None of your consoles are right. But I'm really, really certain that those are the cartridges.
What brand was it?
VTech, I think. But none of these handhelds look like what I had. But the cartridge looks like what I had. I had those cartridges. But none of these VTech handheld things are what I had. Because like I said,
Spliced sounds familiar, Canadian Lucifer. I've definitely heard of George of the Jungle because they made a live-action movie about it. when I was when I was in the lab earlier this morning, they were playing Cyber Chase in the waiting room. And there were no kids around. Like, this was a lab. Everyone was getting blood work done, so it's like my age demographic going up to 80-year-olds. And they're just playing Cyber Chase in the waiting room. I'm like, you know what? Based. I will happily watch that. Thank you for not putting on the news. I'll happily watch Cyber Chase while I wait to get stabbed. Thank you.
No, it isn't. Okay. I had the VTech Pockets, the VTech V-Smile Pocket Console. That is what I had.
Oh. Can you put a picture in couch? I want to see.
Yes, I can. VTech.
I'm really curious now.
V-Smile
I've definitely heard of VTech.
Smile Pocket.
If PBS Kids was your childhood, you had a good childhood.
This was my handheld game, and I literally recall only having one cartridge.
Oh, this thing! Okay.
I vividly recall only having one cartridge.
Do you remember what cartridge it was?
Not off the top of my head. I'm about to try and find it.
Dang.
Because it wasn't like
what have I done? I sent Ori down a rabbit hole. She needs to be locking in. There was a VTech data breach?
That's wild.
Dang.
Oh no, I must have had more than one.
Never liked Rugrats. Of all the channels I watched, I think Nickelodeon was probably the least. Especially when I was young, because my mom just did not like the type of shows on Nickelodeon. She didn't approve of Ren and Stimpy. She didn't like Rugrats. She didn't like SpongeBob. So when I was really, really young, we're talking like Baby Mars, I got PBS Kids mostly. I don't even think we did Playhouse Disney. Playhouse Disney was more my brother's thing, because he got Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, Little Einsteins. There was another one. Oh, Higglytown Heroes. That was another one me and my brother watched. It was Higglytown Heroes. I want to say there was one called JoJo's Circus. It had a clown in it that did little life lessons. That was another one. So there was that, Little Einsteins.
That was it! I found it!
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, and what was the other one? There was one more. I swear. Yes, Super My Alley, but that was on PBS. That wasn't part of Playhouse Disney.
It has to be this. It has to be this one. Yes! I found it!
Dang it, I can't remember this fifth one. There was definitely a fifth one.
That I vividly remember playing the most on this was Zazu, My Alien Classmate.
Oh, dang! You found it?
I found it.
Zazu, My Alien Classmate.
Yes, apparently there are two Zazus, but I'm 90% sure the one that I did was Alien Classmate. Because the other one, yeah, Zazu Earth Adventure? No. That's not what it is. It was Zazu, My Alien Classmate. Zayzoo, My Alien Classmate.
Oh. Somebody did a full game walkthrough.
Amazing. That's what I did.
Oh, the little orange guy with the big blue eyes.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm sorry. I will admit the fucking targeted
the nostalgia has been unlocked.
No. I was actually saying the targeted fucking ads got me bookshop.org with a book called Apparently Sir Cameron Needs to Die. And I immediately read the description where the first thing that catches my eye is in which many dangerous and homosexual things happen. So I'm kind of fucking hooked already. I may need to look into this
Can you
book
send
more.
me the link, please?
Yeah, I will.
Por favor, please.
In this hilariously gay fantasy romance, a reclusive sorcerer is forced to protect a cowardly knight after a prophecy ties their fates together. Funny, touching, and inventive, this brilliant debut is a perfect for fans of Django Exler and Dreadful. I don't know what that is, though, but oh my god. Okay, we're gonna read this little thing first.
That's what it was! Guys, I remembered the 5th show. It was Stanley on Playhouse Disney. The one where the kid jumped into his picture book and got to meet a bunch of animals. That was it. That was the other one me and my brother watched. Stanley.
I have not heard of Chuck Tingle. Canadian Lucifer, has the reception been good? Oh my god, character is named Marulo.
Marulo?
All his life, Sir Cameron has stayed as far away from danger as possible. He is quite frankly too handsome to die a pointless death in battle.
See this.
But then the church hands down a prophecy
Okay,
to his fellow
this book
knights.
is kind of beautiful.
It's kind of beautiful, yeah. This one is a stenciled and edges one.
Wait.
Jason Marulo. Yes, very good. Okay, I'm getting it. This is going on the wish list. This fucking
I think
got
I might have
me.
to put this on my wish list. The painted edges are also
right now.
gorgeous.
Yeah,
Damn.
the painted edges are beautiful. It's on sale right now. Add
It
to
is.
wish list. Do I have
It
to
is
log
on
in?
sale.
New wish list.
Okay. Apparently I need to sign into my account.
What is this wish list name? It got me. Done. Yes, my wish list is private.
I was gonna
Great
do gay
wish list.
shit, but that works too. You remember that one, Allie? The theme song is slowly coming back to me because I was like, there's something about kangaroo in the theme song, and says his whole best friend is a kangaroo.
Yes,
Come
I'm gonna
and
try to
stand there,
not
something
buy
like that, and then I remembered.
a bajillion books because I just got that other book and I'm still reading the Wonderland one. So
Duh.
once I finish the Wonderland one, I will probably buy this one because I'm kind of
I bought
obsessed.
some books specifically for work, and then I kind of have like a backlog of books that's slowly coming in that I ordered back in like November, December-ish. I'm also sitting on
I got God.
the Gachi Akuta bundle because the box it comes in looks like a dumpster with really cool graffiti, and it's awesome. But I'm also like, oh my god, do I actually need this? I might get it. I don't know. Maybe. Yes. Probably.
Interesting.
But I'm probably going to wait a little bit to get this one. It does look good, though. That is going on the
Call
wish
it book
list.
log. It's been a long time since I had a to read list, Bess. It's been a very, very long time since I had a to read list. I made it a point in 2026 to have better, like, the word is sleep hygiene, but I don't like that word. A better bedtime routine. And
yeah, let's just go with that, please.
yeah, the proper term though is what I said before. And
I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
Therefore, it's not proper.
And so I made it a point that I go to bed earlier to read right before bed. Like I do sleepy time tea earlier because I finally learned what time of day I need to drink it to go to bed at the right time.
You got down to a science.
Literally. And then so I go to bed specifically with the intent to read. And I've gotten through nearly all the books
so quickly.
This is how I got through Witch Hat.
Of her.
It's how I got through I Hear the Sunspot. Yep. And now I'm on this other book, and I will nearly after this book I will have gone through all the books that Mars has lent me.
Oh shit. I might be getting them all back by the end of March.
Yeah,
Damn.
exactly. Because I own Heavenly Tyrant. That one I bought myself.
Yeah. No, I have my own
You
copy.
have your own copy of that.
I've read the first 2 chapters. Well, the prologue in chapter 1. I still need to read the rest. I wanted to read Phantom Busters tonight, but honestly, I'm so zonked from that doctor's appointment this morning.
Oof.
I am so beyond zonked. Guys, this is a PSA. If you're going in for blood work, eat and drink before you go.
It depends. It depends on what you're allowed to do or not.
Unless they tell you to fast. Unless they specifically tell you to fast before receiving the blood work. My thing in this case
Yay,
was
Ellie.
I didn't know I would be getting blood work. It was surprise blood work. So when they told me to get done, basically the long and short of it is I'm starting a new medication. They need to monitor some enzyme levels. So this blood work was to get a baseline of what my enzyme levels are. So they said, well, if you go down to the basement and if you go down to the lab, basement sounds so sketchy. If you go down to the lab and do it now, you could start the medicine today. And I'm like, base, let's go. That would be amazing. So I went downstairs. They had trouble getting it because apparently it was sluggish. So they're like, did you drink any water? And I'm like, no, I kind of just rolled out of bed, got in the car, and immediately came here. Didn't exactly stop along the way because it was an 8 a.m. appointment. So they're like, okay, we're going to give you some water and then try again. And then they tried again, and then I started feeling woozy and lightheaded, which was fun.
Yeah, I literally, I could chug an entire thing of water, and I will literally go, if you don't get it on the second one, you're done. Like, there's no, like, it ain't happening.
There is no third time. There is no fourth time. You are not doing this over
like,
and
it's
over
just,
me.
it's just, it does not, you stick me twice, like, you stick me once and you're pushing it on the second one, you know, but you try to stick me a third time, it's like, it ain't coming. It ain't happening.
I ended up coming home after that adventure and was just like, I was able to make it home, luckily. It was a short distance from the doctor's to my house, but in order to get to work, I would have had to drive on the bad highway.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, Mom, I don't think I could do that. My head feels really fuzzy and I feel really tired. As soon as I sat on the couch, I was out.
Woof.
I did get to see some students today, so that was good. I managed to pull it together eventually. But, hooey, that was rough. You're like my dad, Canadian Lucifer. He has told me stories when he goes to get blood work done that he will watch it go up the tube and into the thing, and they'll be like, oh, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, I'm fine. I just like looking at it. I'm like, you're nuts.
Yeah.
I
can only do it if I don't look.
I'm like,
I can't look. Don't tell me.
No,
don't do anything.
I always tell the nurse, I'm going to look this way. I promise I'm not being rude. I just can't look. Also, I'm going to ramble because I need to distract myself. So if you could talk to me too, that would be great.
I sing to myself. Yeah, I literally...
Oh, jeez, Flair. That's the worst. Yeah, I can't stare at it for whatever reason. I go down even quicker if I'm staring at it.
I have no problems.
Because my body's just like, something's stabbing my skin. There shouldn't be something stabbing my skin.
There's two things.
Guess we're gonna pass out now.
That make me. I will have no issues if you get it on the first try. And I have good veins. I don't have like the rolling vein shit or anything. Like most people get it on the first try. So it's not like I'm like a problem child or so. You know, like it really is like, no, if you are so bad that you didn't get me the first time, like this is a you problem.
Just didn't drink water.
And
Bassak's rolling veins. I don't know how to explain it very well. So do you have a better explanation?
It's just like a thing where some people, because my grandmother has this, it's just like a...
Oh, really?
It's just a way that happens where your veins are very, like, loose in your body for whatever, like, just the way that your body is oriented. So they just move, right? So, like, they're just more sensitive to, like, when the needle goes in, even if they aimed correctly, the vein will just move out of the way.
The vein just going.
Yeah, no, literally. And like the doctor will tell you this. Like the phlebotomist will like be like, oh, this is, you have whatever, and it's like, yeah. So like, no, my grandmother has this.
Maybe varicose is the term for it, Bass.
No, it's not.
Sure.
Varicose is a separate thing. Varicose is a separate thing. Varicose is where the veins get really close to like the surface of your skin.
Rolling veins called minus AI.
It's not varicose. Mobile. Yeah. This vein is going on a roll.
Yeah.
Nurse IV insertion. Like, it's a thing. I'm not
just
making
a
it up.
rolling vein.
It's just called a rolling vein.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and it's not bad. Like, it's not part of a health condition or anything.
It's just the way that some people are. Like, it has no issues with anything besides actually inserting a needle for an IV or to draw your blood or anything, right? Like, it solely is... they just need to use like a bit more higher technique. There's a higher percentage of infants and the elderly seem to suffer. It seems to be something, they don't have as much tissue to anchor the vein as a young adult might. So it seems to be something that has to do with like the elasticity of your skin. If you have more skin, like, you have less elastic skin, your veins will move out of the way more. Whereas if you have more taut, young skin, they won't move out of the way. And then babies are just underformed. So,
woof.
Yeah. But it's just like one of those things, just like some people are just like this, and that's just how it is. So...
Ooh, this one's on sale too. Oh, get me off this website.
What's on sale now?
There's a manga I've been keeping an eye on called Gokuraku Guy. People have been doing some really nice fan art of the main
Is that
character.
the one that you learned about because it looks like Gachiakuta? Like the word?
It looks like Gachiakuta. It also looks like, it also has Saibikui Bisco vibes.
Oh.
And I'm gonna say that the main cover is giving Pharaoh, Coco, and Kifri, but Kifri is a hit woman.
Interesting.
That's the vibe I'm getting from this, and I'm kind of like...
This is quite a description, I will say.
I'm here for it. It's accurate, though. It's accurate. I will take the screenshot if you don't believe me.
I'm not believing you. It's just like, what a pitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, geez.
It looks like Bisco mixed with a happier Rudo. And the person behind him is basically, it seems like a Kifri Coco relationship, except Kifri is a hit woman.
Well, then.
Seems to be the case. I'm putting it in couch so you can all witness.
Again, I mean, I don't doubt you. It is just certainly a statement. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is just certainly a description.
No, I understand, but it's accurate. All right, it's going in the wish list. It got me. Oops, this product is already in your wish list. Okay.
And there you go.
No, I haven't, Bass, but that's one of the ones that's been on my list. I believe that one's a classic, so it's like, I should watch this eventually, maybe.
Which one?
Priorities, Psychopaths.
Oh, I haven't heard of that.
I'm pretty sure that's the one where it's like... Crap, I'm trying to remember. Isn't there like some kind of system where like there's a scanner that decides if you're a good person or not, and if you're not, it automatically like unalives you? Or am I thinking of something else? I don't know. It's supposed to be one of those morally complex ones. That's supposed to be like black and white on the surface, but the deeper you go, the grayer the areas get, like kind of that vibe.
I really am just a massive sucker for found family. I can't remember the last thing I didn't like consume that specifically was like, here's found family vibes in this in this one over here.
Well, Phantom Busters has found family via friends vibes.
Incredible.
Witch Hat found family.
Yep.
Yakuza found family.
Yep.
Buddy Daddies was literally found family.
Yep, so is Spy X Family.
Spy X Family also found
Sakamoto
family.
Days.
Sakamoto Days, very found family.
Trigun.
Yup. Found family all throughout.
Fucking
Jujutsu Kaisen
Dr.
also
Stone.
kind of found family as well. Oh, Dr. Stone is very found family. Found community.
Yeah.
Dr. Stone is found community.
Which is insane in its own way.
Yes, and also so therapeutic
fantastic.
to watch.
Lovely. Hits so hard.
Technically, now that I think about it, reincarnated as a slime is also found community.
Yeah, I would say a lot of the isekais end up kind of being that way if they get out of the...
Yeah, but like it's good.
Yeah.
It's not just gooner shit.
That's the word I wanted. Thank you. Yeah, if it's not just like, you know, guy's wet dream fantasy. Yeah,
if
you know.
it's not just self-insert wish fulfillment.
Yeah.
Sadly, that's a genre.
And sadly, it was
Imagine Spy X
equated
Family,
to
but with
many.
the spy from TF2. That would be interesting. That'd be a very different
That'd
story.
be hilarious, though. That'd be kind of like a hilarious, like, parody vibe to it.
I'm kind of leaning toward Anya being the scout.
Ooh.
She'd just go around and be like, bonk!
And then what's your...
I think your would have to be the sniper, because that's the most assassin coded.
Maybe.
Or maybe Lloyd could be the sniper and your could be the spy.
I think that would fit their personalities more.
I want to say yes.
Also, man, do we gotta watch Spy X Family, because Jesus Christ.
Holy shit, we're so
much
behind.
happened.
We are so friggin' behind. We have Code White to watch. We have season 3 to watch.
Yeah, we got a lot. There's a lot.
And then
There's
I
a
think
lot.
season 4 is either out or coming out. And I'm just like, oh my god.
Yeah, we got
We're
behind. We got
Yeah.
behind.
Yeah. Hey, Link Click was priority. Windbreaker found family. Literally found family.
Yeah, literally found family.
Yeah,
No.
Windbreaker
I'm
season
just
2 was
saying.
priority.
I have a type.
High Earth Defense Club was priority. Also found family.
I have a type.
Technically.
And I'm not afraid to say that I have a type. And it's found family.
It's a good type. It's a good type. The voice actor for Scout looks exactly what you'd think he'd look like.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
I don't know what I think he'd look like.
Yeah, but I feel like you would see him and go like, yeah, that's what he looks like.
Probably. No, I don't doubt what you're saying, Bass. I don't know what I would expect him to look like. I've just never thought about it. Oh, look at the family I found under the rock. It's not just a family. It's a found family.
I used to write about these babies for chapters.
Bravo, that was good. That got me.
I'm glad. Oh!
Just following that up with, and it's in great shape.
Yeah. Okay. Completely unrelated to anything we're talking about, but I'm so curious if anybody else knows what I'm talking about.
Ooh, try me. Wait, do I already know it?
No, it's internet, and it's more in the D&D space shit. So this is very
So I
interesting.
probably wouldn't.
Does anybody? We're done locking in. It's the end. I'm putting
You
the
got
chat
a
on
half
so I
hour
can
to
look.
go.
Yeah, I've gotta put the chat on so I can look.
You
Does
tried.
anybody
It's okay.
here know the channel Sellsword Arts or Instructor Bensei or Blumenek or
No.
Jacques the Whipper or specifically their culmination? Or
Oh wait,
it's like,
wait! Are those the guys
Min-Max.
that use the weapons? Blah.
Yes, they use the weapons. David, Clark,
Yes.
and Megan are those three. Jacques the Whipper, he does a lot of whips. He puts on like the mustache and like the fake French accents, and he does like songs to whip things. Yeah, Blumenek is an archer that does like pole dance, like pole stuff on the poles and everything. Okay, so do we all know? So I haven't seen the first episode of Min-Max either, but what Min-Max is that all of these weapon YouTubers that are newer to the space than like, you know, older people to space, right? Like they are roughly the same cohort, right, of weapon YouTubers. A lot of people wanted them to get together to play D&D, and they also wanted to get together and play D&D because they have become fairly good, you know, like friends. And so they did like a GoFundMe to like, you know, mostly to get like plane tickets and stuff because like Blumenek lives in the UK and just like other people live, you know, various places in the United States, you know, to get them together to play it. And it was going to be this whole like live actual play, but it was going to be edited. It was never going to be a live stream. It was going to be edited into episodes, right? And that was the whole thing. The GoFundMe, you know, amount got blown way out of the water. So many people wanted to see this. It's called Min-Maxed, and they were being very transparent with the budget. The people from Sellsword Arts, mainly David and Megan, were the ones like spearheading the like production and like logistics of it all, right? To like get this together, to set it up, to do the main thing, all that. And there's this other guy. So they did it. The first episode came out like last week, I think it was, and this other guy who's been in the D&D internet space for a while, One Shot Questers. He's a guy that started big on TikTok. He does a lot of, you know, goofy shorts. You might have seen some of his stuff, Mars. He does like his classic things are like the evil king, and then he keeps getting like viciously mocked by the bards or whatever. He has the paladin of throwing it back.
Yeah.
Okay, that guy.
I've seen that one.
Yeah. So he made a call out video that focused on that was for Min-Maxed. And he was basically going like line by line on what their budget was that they put out in their budget video, and how like it was in very poor taste, the video.
Ooh.
As it seemed like a lot of it was
very
pent up, you know, distaste of a lot of other creators in the past taking advantage of the D&D community and being sleazy with their funds of some sort.
Ooh.
However, it never seemed that way with Min-Maxed from what I could tell, right? Like it really didn't. And he had no reason really to believe this other than like attempting to go line by line, like you didn't need this whole entire thing. You could have just done a backdrop and it would have been cheap and whatever. And it was like, that's not really the point. And then the last thing was that the episode came out, and apparently, I haven't watched it, but apparently it had like some audio issues and some like growing pains issues, because this is the first time they're ever filming anything, like any of them are ever filming anything like this ever at all.
Right,
so
and, you know,
like
there's gonna be some growing pains when you first start out.
And it was just like, why did you make this video, guy? Like, I don't know. It was just like Sellsword Arts had to come out. Well, they didn't have to, but they came out with like a response, and it was a very, very good response. But like, I feel bad for them because I relate in the sense of just like, you know, David's like, you know, it was so at the end, One Shot Questers was very like, I'm not upset at the talent, right? So the creators that played the game, I'm more upset with how the producers handled it. And if you like actually knew anything about it, the people playing David and Megan are the producers. They didn't hire producers. They haven't even hired editors. David is doing all the editing. You know, and it's just like very like did you expect now current season 3 Critical Role level of shit just because they got a lot of money?
Like, what was the expectation?
It really is, Bass. It does give that. It gives a lot of, and it really is like I think it was.
Oh
like,
yeah, I remember that.
Like what I really feel like is that One Shot Questers was very fed up with other things doing this, right? Other events that explicitly have taken advantage of people, then they probably have. You know, I have no doubts about that. And then for whatever reason, he just blew up at this, you know, like the worst target you could possibly pick. And it really is just like why did we have to do this, guy? Like this is really like such a poor taste. And I needed to mention it to because I'm just like, I need anybody else to be here knowing shit about this with me.
If you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all.
Like I said, I totally. No,
I'm always kind of like, don't
he 100%
respond at the height of your emotions.
I think that
because 9 times out of 10, you're gonna say something you either regret or won't come across as intended.
I'm disappointed in the fact that this fully formed adult who is a father, who has been on the internet for multiple years now, right? Like we're talking 2020 at minimum was the like earliest he's been on, right? Like possibly before that, I don't know. But so you've been on the internet for 6 years now. You are a like full adult with a child. You should be able to like not do this. Right? Like you should be able to like I'm disappointed that it was like this immediate response like this. Like it very much feels like a why did like the president fucking live tweet about like, you know, calling somebody, you know, like it really feels like that, like why, like you should have more like take a minute ability. That's what really irks me about it. Also, like if you really truly had these concerns, why did you not reach out to them and ask?
Well, that would have been
right. Like it was really like a just like, I don't believe it was coming from a bad place. I do believe that he has this genuine concern about like people getting taken advantage of, because I totally believe that he has seen people get taken advantage of. Like there is no doubt the D&D community is certainly a grab bag of things. You know, I have no doubt that there has been a lot of scammy stuff. But he, like, to pick this group of people that if you had any, like, moment, you know, like, it like came out, like, the day after. Like, it was so quick after their first fucking episode. Like one episode out of, like,
it came out.
What's going to be, like, a multi, you know, it was just, like, I don't think he's a bad person, but I've lost respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, it very much is like, I'm sorry, I can't look at you the same way now that you went immediately out on this. And it seemed like he, like, didn't do a lot of no, it was, I don't know if it was one day. It was very, very quick, though. Like, it only came out, the first episode only came out recently, and then his video came out, like, 2 days ago, I think, and then Sellsword Arts made the response. Yeah, Sellsword Arts made a response 1 day ago, and his One Shot Questers came out the day before that. Wow. And the first episode of Min-Max came out 4 days ago. So the first episode of Min-Max came out for 2 days, and then this guy made a video on it. And then Sellsword Arts of Min-Max made a response to it.
Okay,
and it's just
so
like, I know. Okay, I'm sorry. I forgot to mention one thing, because I could only get through part of One Shot Questions video. I will say I did try to watch it, but just he irked me very fast, and I'm good at telling, and what he irked me about was he harped that there was too much money spent on the art. And he specifically harped on the logo that they paid money for to commission a real artist, because Ours was Min-Max was very explicit that they, no AI shit, they pay real artists, all this sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, 80 kudos already. They have this cool logo, and it has like a full text version as well. Oh, you watched the whole video, Allie? My goodness.
Kudos.
You watched the whole video of Min-Maxed, or you watched the whole video of One Shot Questers? I'm talking about One Shot Questers. I don't know if I plan to watch Min-Max, not because of anything other than I'm just not a big live actual play kind of person. But I can't imagine the shit being that bad. And also, I'm sorry, if you donated, you can't come out here thinking that you were gonna get Critical Role Season 3 immediately. And if anybody watches Critical Role Season 1 who had an entire production crew behind them, they also had audio issues for a long time. It was not, you gotta fucking figure shit out. Okay, you watched the whole One Shot Questers thing.
That happens.
The part that irked me was the talking about this logo and spending too much money on the art and stuff. And then he's like, oh, I just looked into the thing and the logo looks like anything with 2 M's and a sword or whatever. And it was like, what? I'm sorry that you would not pay that amount of money for art. That's not, that hurt me personally as a thing. Yeah, they didn't. Right. And I couldn't. And then in the response, they talked about it where they're like, we have ownership rights for the logo. Mm-hmm. We don't have just licensing rights for the logo. We have ownership rights to the logo. That's a lot of money. That's how that works.
That's a crap ton of money.
That is a lot of money. That is unexpected a lot of money. If you want to own the logo, that is a lot of money you have to put down, because that artist is giving you full and utter entire rights to do whatever you want with it because you own it now. Instead of licensing, where the artist still owns the IP, right? So the artist can still use it on on other shit and can still be like, hey, I don't want to associate because blah, 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 whatever. Oh my God. That would hurt. I couldn't watch the video after that. I literally couldn't do it. I was like, ugh. Yeah, so I was just felt sad. It's one of those.
I'm not trying to distract. I definitely want to continue the conversation.
No,
but
I don't really have much else to say.
So good in Riri's fit.
Oh, we got a moo Riri. My goodness.
We did.
I gotta look. I'm getting too many Discord pings. Everybody woke up in Discord.
That whole situation just sounds rough from top to bottom.
It really is dude, you needed to sit for a week. It wasn't gonna, I'm sorry. You needed to sit a week.
Yeah.
Oh.
Too soon. Too, I guess, reactionary?
Yeah, very reactionary.
Is the word I'm looking for?
Yeah, it's
too
upsetting. I'm glad I'm not. Oh, Moo looks very serene with the glasses. Very, very chill.
Moo does.
Very, very relaxed. Again, with the no sleeves,
We're
no
getting
shoes.
so many arms and legs.
Lots of arms. But yeah, Allie, I will always laugh at in Flair's scandalous fit. And then Flair's out here in fucking Vess's fit. Titty window. I have to do the next brew.
It.
And then we're nearly at another brew. My goodness.
Oh, they're building so quickly. They're steeping in the pot.
They are steeping in the pot.
Okay, I just added a bunch of more books to my wish list.
Oh, goodness.
I'm not buying them. They're just in a wish list.
Yes.
They're sitting there.
That's what they all say.
They're just sitting there.
Until the paycheck comes.
Well, the paycheck came. But,
so,
doctor's appointments
right
aren't cheap,
now,
so that's what that's going towards.
Bass, the grouping is just a group of T-Pets is called a service, period. And then because T-Pets got very popular in Paper Demon specifically, and in the Paper Demon, like, RPG, when there's battles, you can only, like, really have effectively 4 characters in it at once, which include your character, to have, like, maximum efficiency, for lack of a better term. And then the goal on top of that is to have all of the different elements, one of each 4 elements. And it worked out that our original 4 T-Pets were all different elements. And that was very nice. And then it was like, oh shit, everybody's fucking making more now. And so Flare has the ability to be any element because I made him weapons to do that. And so now it's basically they're like the equivalent of like VTuber cohorts, right? So it's like, the next 3 that are all different elements.
Now that you think about it.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's what it was. A set of services. I don't have any explicitly to go beyond a service solely because my brain does not. Oh, snap, Flare. What did you buy? I'm so curious. What did you market? I want to know.
Ooh, you went shopping?
You went shopping at the market.
Oh, snap.
The market does scare me a
haul.
little bit. Well, they're probably not done yet. The market does scare me. A lot of those move very fast. A lot of the stalls, like, move very fast. And I'm like, There's a lot of these.
Gotta keep up.
Cute, though. Oh, so many are closed. Currently closed. Some of them are expensive, though, too. I'm like, no.
How expensive we talking?
Some of them could be, like, 50 coins.
Oh, snap. That's this month's rent.
It's more than... It's not the whole month, but it's more than a day. It's like 2.5 days.
Ooh, it's a portrait of your guest. Nice, Blair.
Nice, cute. Speed scares you? Yeah. It's always like a lot of. It's for me. It's more the like disorganization. A little bit concerns me. I just like, there's so many things happening. I would like to, not have this entire thing be full of stuff. Yeah, cough soup. Cough.
Don't we all wish?
I'm in the soup speed place now, I think.
Gotten there.
I think I manage it.
There.
Okay. How far back do I have to go? Oh, really,
that
really
has to be
back.
a joke, Flair. There is no way.
Oh, I didn't see one with the
friggin'
2,000
coins.
option. I did see a stall that has like like become my patron, and it was like the person like, I will be your lackey. You want to hype anyone? All summon me. I will make you 1 art piece a day. And it was like 300 coins, and then it was like every day that somebody doesn't buy it, it goes up 50 coins or something. So definitely like a goof thing, but like, if somebody wanted to, they could.
It's not outside the realm of possibility.
Oh no, dang it. There's another one here.
Ah, man.
How dare you have so many falling ones, Phoenix. Okay, let's finish this
Phoenix.
though. My goodness, Phoenix.
The super's simmering until art fight comes around again.
I did not bass. My favorite, like, video game thing is the guy that collected enough bottle caps to buy, I think it was Fallout New Vegas, in like if it was translated into real money.
Bottle caps were the in-game currency, right?
Yeah, but it was like the math, you could do the math of like how much a bottle cap is worth, and he like collected enough that it was the cost of Fallout New Vegas at the time. And they're like,
I think MatPat did a theory and found out he actually overpaid.
Oh, did he?
I think so, if I'm remembering correctly. It was a very long time ago.
You really hit. I think that technique is the best VGen technique, and by that I mean like having fun, goofus, like your character here shit is because at least my VGen experience, that's what I like go for. You know, if I'm like browsing, I'm like, oh yeah, that's why I think the hot pot could be funny on VGen. I've seen people do like themed things like that. Because that's certainly what grabbed me. I was like, oh, I like the your character here's, because as an artist, there's a part of me where it's like, if I wanted something specific, I'd just do it myself. But if there's like oh, here's a cool thing, Bass, it's a place that if you like commissioning artists, your wallet's gonna be sad. VGen is a website that is specifically made as a platform for commissioning artists. I will link my VGen specifically, but you can go through the whole thing there. The idea is that it is a little more accountability than like PayPal, right? Like it is like moderated more in that way, so you can like refund and stuff like that. But you can search for like anything, and it's not just art. Like other people will like there's like make music services. There's like, you know, chat, like coding to make your like chat look nice on stream. Yes, they are fine with buying lots of gay shit. But it also is, now I will say it is supposed to be a place that is vetted for things like AI and, for lack of a better term, like art sweatshops, which are a thing. And it is better than like just going on the internet or whatever. But, I would still do a little research into the person you want to commission and whatever. But it is like it is a little quote unquote safer than like if you're just looking at somebody on, you know, and using PayPal, because there is like a level of moderation and accountability to like you can dispute it, right? And even if you pay your money up front, technically the artist doesn't get that money until it's completed. Like PayPal, like VGen holds on to it and things like that. So it is a very common platform, I would say, these days, because it does have all of that. And it is fun to just browse. I got those that commission for Valentine's Day with Dylan and I from VGen, as just like I looked up like Valentine's Day your character here's. And it's just a lot of cute, like there's a lot of, you know, you can look for a ton of stuff.
Got a good variety of everything.
What's an art sweatshop? Good night, Mason. Unfortunately, yes, PayPal is one of the payment options, but the difference is that there is like a level of moderation in between versus PayPal's stupid like 80 billion year return dispute policy, and then like the whole thing. I would say VGen's not perfect, but it is closer to like a way to easily browse, like if you want a fun commission of your Blorbo, you know, like I will say it made that very simple. An art sweatshop is where somebody sets up, it's like a company. It unfortunately usually happens in like, you know, Southeast Asian countries a lot, where like cost of living is very low, but they will get young artists to basically sign up to this company, and with horrible like exit, deals where you have to like pay to leave and shit like that, like really horrific like black company shit. And they have a thing on, say, VGen, like a shop on VGen, and then it could be any one of these artists that then draw that commission for you. And so it makes, one, they make the artist draw like way too much too often for like no pay at all. Like the split is like 90-10 shit. Like really horrific, that sort of shit. Like it really is an art. Yeah, exactly, Bess. It really is like an art sweatshop that they force these people into. And it's a terrible thing. And it's unfortunately like kind of tough to recognize sometimes, because they'll make like the artist have their own like social media and stuff, so that it can be very hard to like tell. Like you think you're commissioning like a regular artist, but it really turns out that they are part of this like sweatshop, and that's not on the artist, but like poor artist then, and so it's really terrible. So that's why like it is a little like do a little research, yeah. It's not like, to say it's more common than you think is that it is like not like a niche thing that you'll like never, get to sort of thing. Like it does happen, unfortunately, but it isn't like every single one. Well, the problem is, Bass, is that usually you're not ever actually interacting with the artist directly. And so it, like, if your commission is being like really mistranslated and stuff, and like, like there's a lot of edits, it is really just like, I think you could probably feel the off vibe, but unfortunately by the time you feel the off vibe, you've already paid for something. But with VGen, you can like dispute it and back out a little easier, but it's never perfect. And there's always a lot of stuff like of VGen artists not like getting it done and things like that, but they have reviews for stuff like that. So when you commission an artist, you review the artist, and the artist gives you a review as well, so you can tell, so you as a customer get reviews, and you as an artist get reviews. So like if you look at Canadian Lucifer's reviews, Canadian Lucifer has a ton of like super on time, great quality, like all of this like 5 stars, so it's like, oh, okay, this person has commissions that they have taken, and the people who do it like get, yeah. What would you call an artist review site if it was whimsically named? Well, there is another website that is also an art commission specific place. It's called Artistry, and it's Artistry, Tree, and that's a fun one. I do like that one. But yeah, I would say like vast majority of like VTubers use VGen these days. A lot of artists are doing like a lot of good stuff on there. So it is just a way to have a little more knowledge and possibly easier communication than if you just like did it over like Instagram or something. If I didn't like it given the name. Yeah, I have an artistry as well. It is just like a smaller, more niche sort of thing. And that's more, it's like less widely known. It is more of a like a, instead of directing someone to your PayPal, you direct them to your artistry. Versus like VGen, you might just get people on VGen. Like more people know about VGen, I would say, than know about artistry. That's more, was the vibes, I'd say. Alrighty. I am wanting to link all this stuff, and then we are gonna go because I do have to get up earlier than I have been tomorrow, and the sleepy tea
and
is
I'm
kicking
just
in.
gonna knock the hell out.
Yeah, Mars is
tonight,
gonna
honestly.
just die.
I'm just gonna collapse.
Okay, I don't need this.
I'm honestly
This is a
impressed I
blank.
was able to get as much as I did done today.
Hey, you know, if it works, it works.
In terms of, like,
Okay.
creative ventures. Ugh. Ouch.
Okay, I don't know. Okay. Do we think
I won't.
Do we think the scarf and everything flutters too fast? I'm curious.
Let's see it
everybody's
again.
opinion. Yeah. Let me zoom in a second here.
I'm curious. I'm leaning towards no. It
I
feels
feel
like
like
it's fluttering at the right
flutters
speed.
the right speed for falling fast. You know, I don't know.
Yeah. No, that feels correct to me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fluttering in the breeze. I think if it were any
As he's
slower, it
falling.
would look stilted.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know why.
Bass also agrees it looks fine.
Great.
Yeah, I go with
Okay.
that looks fine.
This is too much, apparently. Hold on. Where do you flip? Here. Okay. Weird. I don't know why that was so.
Daddy agrees looks
undone.
good. Allie
Looks
agrees
good? All
looks
right.
good.
Glad to hear it. Now let's properly link these because apparently I didn't do that the first time.
Link and then click.
Haha. The
Did you
lock-in
see,
is really
into
helping.
the Frizzon's most recent comic panel.
Into the Frizzons?
The person who does all the link click comics and fan art.
No, I have not seen their newest one. No.
Oh, well,
Uh-oh.
I'm sending it to you.
Uh-oh. Ah! Why are you wrong? God damn it.
It is this one.
Aha.
Enjoy. If I had to read it, then so do you.
Okay. Why are you wrong? Dang, guys, she makes me suffer. I can't believe this.
Mostly because I just don't want to suffer on my own.
I
you
know, I know.
Misery loves company.
Okay, he needs to close his mouth here. It looks weird. Yeah. He'll bounce, though. Do you not have a smear there? Oh, shit. I'm missing a smear!
Oh, no!
Well, gotta do that, too. I do like Little Phoenix here. But, alright! Progress, guys!
Yeah,
It's been a long time since I've made
good.
progress. I'm nearly done with this Feeny section.
Woohoo!
I have to do one more for that. And then I need to do one smear frame, and then I need to squash and scratch him a little more, and then, that's the same image as that one, so... Yeah.
Now that is lovely.
We're good. And then, that is one of the two hardest parts, I believe. Like, the two most annoying parts.
So
So.
you've done it. You've gotten over the hurdle.
No, the main hurdle is this opening shot. This is the main one that
Oh.
sucks. But,
Well, you're very nearly there.
I'm breaking up the 3D, images for that one. The 3D models for that one. And then this is not terrible. This is easy. Another dose of pain. That, and then we have that. Great.
Okay.
Amazing. Yep, this has a little polish left to do.
But it's very
That'll
close.
probably be a zoom out. So it won't be stilted. Easy. That needs a little refining. That has a drip. Your hand is stupid. Gotta fix that. Easy. Easy. And then this is fine. Again, pretty easy. We'll have lip sync. That has a zoom pan thing that'll have to be separate. Then it's repeated. All right, yeah. Good progress. What bread is my favorite? Dylan would say sourdough as his favorite. I like Tuscan or country French a lot.
Good.
Sourdough's good too, though. Sourdough's good too. All right.
I think I like rye. My dad put me onto rye.
Interesting. I will eat rye, specifically in a pastrami sandwich, and that's it. But thank you all for coming. Thank you all for joining us. Indeed. And an additional thank you to our extra psychic sidekick now, Matt Vork. You are being edited into it. I have not forgotten. It will be up tomorrow. I had to do it for the Married in Red videos I was working on today, so that's as far as I got today. So, yes. And, yep, thank you. I have not forgotten. Yeah, I was editing Married in Red videos, the last 2, and then so there's only 5 in that series, so that'll be done. But they will be in the next 2 that I've done since they've joined, but they will be in tomorrow's thing. And, yep, but have a lovely Friday, and we will see you tomorrow for Ace Attorney. I don't know what day it is. So it's a day for you. And that's what matters. Yes. All right. Good night.